feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
If a person laughs too much at silly things, deep inside they are lonely. If someone sleeps a lot, it often means that they are sad. If someone talks less, then they are protecting their heart from being hurt. If they cry easy over small things, they've been holding in pain for quite too long. If a person gets angry too quickly, it means that they care too deeply but don't know how to show it. If someone avoids eye contact, they're hiding truths or emotions that they don't know how to express. If a person stays busy all the time, it means that they're running from their thoughts. If a person isolates themselves, it's not because they hate people, it's because they don't want to be a burden. If a person always smiles, it means that they are the one who hurts the most at night. If a person loves to help everyone, it means that they know how it feels to suffer alone. If a person forgives too easily, it means that they value peace more than pride. If a person overthinks everything, it means that they've been put in situations where trust has been broken. If a person has mood swings often, it means that they are fighting personal battles that you don't see. If they can't say no, it means they fear losing people. If someone always gives the best advice, it's because they always lived through so much pain. So
What's up, y'all? I'm just gonna try to go over. I'm gonna be going over some stuff. Let me see. Um, I don't know if there's anybody watching. If there's anybody watching, thank you for showing up. Let's see. Where did that one go? Hold on one second. Probably this one. Oh, where it went? But anyway, so what we're gonna do is first we're gonna go over there's a video. Some of y'all might have seen bits and pieces of it. You might have seen all of it, but it's something with Brittany J in 2021, and basically, um, I just want to see if anybody notices any similarities, and then also I'm going to show you guys who Natasha Cooper is. I'm not sure if all of you guys know who she is, and show how she spoke in 3 years ago, about 2021, and see how Brittany J mimics almost identically to 100% the T, like just like her, and she sounds just like her. They just different ages. But this is the community that she came from, and she, I don't think she was a mod, but so the video we're gonna watch is of mods of Natasha Cooper back in 2021. But they're talking about the situations that they went through with Natasha. You know, all the similarities that, like the same story that you hear about Brittany and her mods, and so on and so forth. So we'll get started on that. Just bear with me. I'm going to start that video right now, and then we'll go from there. So we are gonna go over this. Let me make it smaller here. Minimize. So these are the mods. Let's see what we have on the notes here. Should I hit save the notes? I don't think it did. Let's see. So I had summarized the notes. Let's see if I have them up here. Dang. I don't think it saved them. But anyway, so these are the mods that used to be with Natasha Cooper. And she basically, they're going to talk about just the situation, why they left. It's like they started a little channel, and and Brittany J is on this channel too. She doesn't talk too much, but when she does, it's pretty interesting. And then we're gonna go over just a couple little clips of Brittany J now, and then I'm gonna show you Natasha Cooper, and you guys just tell me what you guys think. Just thought I'd do something a little different than what everybody else is doing. So let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Susie.
Sorry.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Okay.
It's good to see everyone here. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. All right.
Hey, everybody.
Rena, can you hear us?
Yeah, Mommy.
Watch your show. Watch your show.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rena can hear us. Sorry, guys. We're trying to figure out audio situations. Rena, can you hear us?
Mommy.
I'll take that as a no. All right. So, do you girls want to go around and just introduce like yourselves and who you guys are? Everyone already knows me, so I don't feel like it's necessary.
All right. So my name is Nasa. I was with Natasha for about 2 years, and I left being a mod for her on April 23rd of this year.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
Trenda?
There's gonna be some, background noise. You can hear some of the kids and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit, but this you're gonna see how this is crazy. How similar how they're talking about Natasha Cooper, their ex mods of Natasha Cooper, the person that Brittany J kind of came from, that community over there back in 2021. So I'll try to speed it up, and if you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and then I'll stop and answer what I can.
Okay. So my name is Trenda. As you guys, well, some of you may know me. You see me on Melissa's channel. And then, of course, some know that I have my own channel. I was a mod for Natasha. I think I joined about 2 months after Nasa did. So I was there about pretty close to 2 years. I left in May. I think it was like May 11th is when I left as a mod. I think you were there as long as I was Trenda, because when I was going through screenshots one night, remember when we used to have the Facebook chat days? You were there with me like from the very beginning. Yes. That's right, because, well, I joined as a mod about 2 months after you became a mod, but I was there. I joined as a sub, a few days after she went public with the Gypsy group. Yeah. But yes, I remember those days very well.
Okay, should we go Rena? Kristen?
Or Rena.
Okay. I came later than Asa did, but I was still there for like a year and a half. You think, Nice?
Yeah, I would say a year and a half.
Yeah, and I also left on April 23rd with Mesa.
The same day.
Coincidentally, 15 minutes after.
Yeah, I had no speech. I had no nothing. I just peaced out. I was scared of the backlash. Even, I mean, I could have told her she was the prettiest woman in the world, and they still would have been mad. So I just didn't say anything. Okay, Rena.
Rena? I think Rena's experiencing some technical difficulties, so bear with us.
Okay, can you all hear me now?
We can.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
We can hear you, Raina. Can you
I'm
hear
like
us?
talking. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then it's yes. All right. So anyway, I was with the team for like 7 months. Thank you, Brittany, for answering me. So I was with her for 7 months, and I left. Was it May 7th? I broke the rules because when these lovely ladies left, I and I kind of tried to stick it around for a little bit longer, but May 7th was like I was done.
So you girls all left around the same time.
Within the same month, yeah. Within a few weeks of each other. I think I was actually the very last to leave, just because I wanted to try and stick it out. I really did, but it was strictly for the true crime aspect of things. I really wanted and had hoped that we could get back to true crime because that's one of my passions. I absolutely love it. And when she first started out, if you know, like on the Facebook days before she even started doing like Facebook lives, she was working on the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case, and I loved it, you know. And when I became a mod, I didn't really have a whole lot of time for a few months to actually dedicate to the group. I was working full time and only had like a few hours in the evening to be a part of anything going on. When I stopped working, I, you know, kind of jumped in both feet and wanted to be a part of, you know, everything going on. And that's when I really became friends with all the ladies. And that's honestly really why I stayed as long as I did. I mean, the friendships that we all created with each other, they're going to be lifelong friendships, you know. And I didn't want to leave right away just because there were, you know, still people within the group that, you know, and to this day that I still genuinely care about. I don't talk to them and I probably never will again, but I still care about them and I think about them daily. But, you know, it happened and I don't regret leaving, but I also don't regret my time of being a part of the team.
Absolutely. I think it'll probably be easiest if you guys kind of got to do this on like a timeline format, right? What made you interested to join Natasha in the beginning and things that you guys may have experienced throughout it, which led to your guys' decision to leave. So if you guys could give us like a little idea of what it was like when you first joined and then maybe some things you experienced throughout that were red flags to you guys, which ultimately left to you guys leaving.
Who wants to start?
Don't all go at once.
Do you want me to start? I kind of already spilled on how I found Natasha Cooper over 2 years ago.
Sure.
For me, I joined a Gypsy Rose discussion group because I was on maternity leave. I had free time on my hands, and I wanted to be like part of a discussion. I like discussions. I like being able to participate in something that's thought provoking. And like I don't know if some people are like me and stubborn in your perspective, but being able to see other people's opinions and having your thought process evolve and see a bigger picture, I like challenging myself with that. So I went into this group, and the first thing I saw was the group docs Natasha's arrest record. And on there, it had her name on it, her address, everything. And one of the group rules was do not report the group. And I did, because morally, to me, that is going real life and that is wrong. That's one of my hard boundaries, is we're here on social media to be part of something, to escape our day-to-day lives. It doesn't need to be our day-to-day lives. So I reported it and I got kicked out. And then I'm one of those people where you can't tell me what I can and can't do. I need to figure this out for myself. So that's when I found Natasha's group. And she is, she's very, very good at a persona. She's very, very good at manipulation. And the more I talk to her, the more I actually enjoyed her content, her discussions, the way that she had her Facebook group at the time regarding the Gypsy Rose case. This was before the scam, but that's initially what piqued my interest in Natasha.
And that was before a YouTube channel ever existed, correct?
Correct. This was over a year and a few months before YouTube ever existed.
Do you remember the timeline when Natasha first came on YouTube?
Yes, that was October or November of last year.
So she just hit a year on YouTube.
Yes. Oh, she did. Yes, that is right. So it was November of last year, end of November.
Okay. So what are some things that you girls experienced that, what are some things that maybe you saw changes? And I'm asking because I don't.
So I don't know. I'm learning this restream stuff. So I don't know if anybody has any questions, but this is Natasha Cooper's ex mods. So this would be, so if anybody knows who Brittany J is, this is basically kind of they kind of made their own little channel. There's only like three little videos on there, but this is a discussion, and they're all talking about why they left, what was going on behind the scenes, so on and so forth. And it's just in relation to what is currently happening with Brittany J. And Brittany J is up here in the top right corner up here, but she doesn't talk too much. But when she does, just listen to what she says, and then I'm going to introduce you guys to who Natasha Cooper is, and we listen to a little bit of Brittany J just to kind of just so we can see the similarities of how they speak, and where she mimics her almost identically. So I'm gonna just start playing this, and just wanted to fill people in if people just coming in.
I don't know. Did you witness changes from when you guys first became part of her channel and then slowly things started to stick out? Or what were some red flags that you were like, this doesn't sit right with me?
I think it got worse as time went on, because at first, like when I joined, we were doing Kimberly Raymer case, and I really thought we were helping, even though everybody was saying we weren't. But I really thought we were helping. The red flag started with me was we weren't allowed to have private chats. So like if I wanted to talk to NASA, but not in the group setting, I had to make a chat with Natasha and NASA just to talk to NASA. It was told that she always had to be part of the chat that we made, and she said it stopped drama, but really it didn't. And she kept that rule. I'm sure she still has it. And somebody asked in chat, like, the fear factor of why we were scared, to leave. Natasha knows a lot about our families. She knows hard stuff we've been through that we don't want plastered on a Facebook Live or on a YouTube Live. So it took us so long to even do this, because at first we were scared. Like, I mean, we seen what she did to you, MJ, and we didn't want her to do that to us. I guess, I mean, you could say.
Natasha also, behind the scenes, sorry, Kristen, she runs a slander campaign against people day in and day out. If she doesn't like somebody or their content, she will voice it. She will say she's sick, she's so tired of this, her blood pressure's high because of the stress. And we were trying to promote her to back away from the stress because it's not healthy. But this smear campaign that goes on is her conditioning us. And when you hear that for 2 years, that paranoia and that isolation is there. And it's real.
There's a reason that
she didn't make us do anything. Inadvertently, she never, but she conditioned us to feel that there was ramifications for our actions if we went against what she said.
Well, yeah, because, so for example, NASA, in the research team, somebody would say, something Natasha didn't like. So Natasha would come to our chat and be like, I can't deal with it. NASA, can you go deal with them?
Well, before you do, can you explain to everyone that the chats were compartmentalized so they understand? So for anyone who doesn't know, that it wasn't just one direct chat.
No, there were multiple.
There was the hierarchy in the chats, yes.
Yes. And so the sad thing is,
go ahead, Brenda.
There were, okay, so just like they said, there was hierarchy within the chats. And I didn't know about a completely separate chat that was even happening until after I had left. I thought that I was within like like the highest of the high chats that were going on, because it was the OG chat, like OG mods who had been there for her from the beginning. From that chat that I was personally in, went the research team chat. Then there was a completely separate chat for the mods of the Facebook groups, because there was multiple groups. There was research team 2, which was below that one, which was kind of considered the chat that, like new people would come in, and then when they would gain trust, they could be like moved up. When she felt and knew that she could, like trust them and they weren't going to go and send screenshots out or, things like that, then they would like be moved up.
What's up, Diamond
There was,
Princess?
I honestly can't even count how many chats, but there were multiple upon multiple. Go ahead, Nace.
You guys are having
can I
trouble
say
hearing
that
it
for 1
in the
second?
chat because I'm reading the chat from my phone.
I'm sorry. No, I just see a comment real quick. I just want to respond to it. I'm sorry, ladies. Somebody commented why we
It's
share
gonna be
private things
hard
that we
to
didn't want to be
decipher
shared.
what they're saying.
When you
at the
feel like you
beginning.
can trust somebody, you share private
Right.
things. I mean, I would hope everybody
I
would feel
didn't set this
comfortable.
up
We've
right,
learned
so I
now
have
on
to go to
YouTube.
and pause it and then say something. So, like I said, if there's any new people coming in, these are mods of Natasha Cooper, the person that I think she's on the platform right now. I'm not sure if she's allowed to be on the platform, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm just showing this is back in 2021, I believe. So basically it's just showing the similarities, and Brittany's up here. Brittany J is right up here in the top right corner. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. I'm reading it from my phone, so I'll know when to stop and stuff like that. So, and I also put the link to the restream. So if anybody wanted to come up and just listen from up here, you're more than welcome to.
You have to be real careful, and unfortunately, that's the way YouTube is. But I'm sure everybody at one time has shared things to somebody that they thought that they could trust.
That's
I'm sorry,
not
go ahead.
that's not a fair question. That's literally saying, well, hey, why do you have a friend? Well, what do you mean? You share, how was your day? Oh, your daughter's sick. How's this going? This and that. There are things that you share that you're consciously, you wouldn't think anything of it in that moment unless you leave that friendship and it's risking getting out. It's not so much shitty shit you did or shady behavior versus that's my personal business and I'm not comfortable with that being plastered.
Yeah, well, like some of us, so how they were talking about the hierarchy of the chats. So me, Nasa, and a couple others were in a WTF chat, which was Natasha's go-to chat. Yeah, Natasha's go-to chat. We shared things with her because we thought she was our friend. Like, I considered her, excuse me, one of my best friends. So I guess it's kind of hard for, people that only have seen her on YouTube and, to understand. But in Facebook wasn't as bad as she is on YouTube. She did do some bad things on Facebook too, but it was geared towards like one group of people. And I'm losing my train of thought. But we thought she was like our best friend. So everyday life would happen, and we're talking in a chat like, oh, I'm doing this today. What are you doing? Or to hear about like her kids or, anybody else's kids. You share that with your friends.
And from what I understand, she was nowhere near what she is today. That would be kind of obvious to see that this is poor behavior. Like they said, it transitioned. It slowly got worse. She did used to cover true crime and then drama on the side. But I think as time progressed, it is mostly drama with a little true crime on the side.
Could I go ahead and address Wonderful Life's comment? To kind of answer your question, it went both ways from my understanding, because the chat that I was in with her and, these ladies, we shared everything, with each other. Some of our she knows my children's names, my husband's name. If I was having a bad day, that was a chat that I felt the most comfortable being able to go in and be like, look, I've just had a really bad day. This is what's going on. And it was just sharing, just like personal things going on within our lives. And she did the same thing, like to us. If she was having a bad day, we were there for her, so it wasn't necessarily like one-sided. It was all of us being able to share with each other. And that was one of the biggest, things that, and why it made it so hard to leave is, for me, and to this day, I don't wish any harm on her. Do I think she's necessarily a good person? Not really, but I don't wish any harm on her. I don't wish any ill feelings towards her. But would I ever consider her a friend again? Absolutely not. Would I ever share any personal things going on in my life again? Absolutely not.
No,
And that
no,
I'm
she's
with you to an extent, Trenda, to an extent though, because I do want her to reflect upon her behavior and how she treats people, because
yes.
it is not necessary. Like me
Her
myself,
presence
I
on
will not body shame her. I will not speak about some of the most challenging parts of her life and stuff like that, but I will call out her bad behavior.
well,
well
exactly.
currently her presence on YouTube is like it's a threat to a mass of people. Just
I so didn't set this up right. But anyway, that's Brittany J talking. So if you can't hear her, let me know. Just put it in the chat and I will be more than happy to turn it up or whatever I need to do. So I apologize. I just wanted to let you guys know. So once again, these are ex mods of Natasha Cooper. Basically, the person that Brittany J um, originated from in that community in 2021, and this is back in 2021. This video.
look what's going on with the money situation, or even the Christmas fundraiser. I
I just
mean,
want to, if I can, real quick. Sorry,
Do it,
guys. I'm
Rena.
having a hard time. I don't want you to think I'm being rude. I can be rude.
You're being so rude.
Whatever. So anyway, I want to state this real quick while you guys are talking about this too. I mean, and I know all the girls, we're not the monsters that she tried to make us out to be. Like when we left, we had no plans to even speak out or anything until she did the first live about us being in a simple chat. Like it's like we were supposed to leave, but we were supposed to leave YouTube completely in her eyes. It's
Right.
till then, even at that point when she went up, we still really didn't even, to the point where, we then tried to kind of do it in a way where we posted on her page, how we felt, and then they were blocked. So, I mean, I feel like I wish we would have
So
done
for her
this
to say,
many, many months ago, but
yeah,
that was never our intent.
I'll be honest. I had
So,
the idea of these girls, from what I was told, was, that they were horrible, that they were going around taunting her, that this and that. And I was also told things about another channel creator, specifically this whole twisted backstory. And I believed it because at the time, why would I not? And let me just say the truth compared to what you're told is two total opposite sides of the spectrum. It truly is. Right, Jen? And you are connected to what I was just referring to. I was told a story regarding something and I just ate it up and believed it. And then when you find out the reality and the truth behind it, you feel like shit that you never thought of these people this way.
well, and I just want to address something real quick, because I know, because of the fact that we are doing this live, that we are going to receive backlash for it. That's to be expected.
and we did the same thing with.
Jeez, Rena.
But
I'm kidding.
sorry, as far as our relationship with Melissa goes, we have spoken to her privately about that. We did not just reach out to her and become her friend just to get back at Natasha or anything like that. That's not the case. We saw a woman who was deeply hurt by what was being done to her, and we wanted to
always told to think, and I was not thinking for myself, and I do apologize. I did try to reach out to you this summer and sent you a message. I don't know if you did receive that or not, but I truly am sorry, and I do see a lot of what you guys went through, being accused of stuff, even though you weren't behind the scenes doing anything. It's just the smear campaign that was over and over and over. And like I said, I'm ashamed of myself for believing that for so long and not actually looking into it myself.
And you have to remember that is a form of brainwashing in general. Repetition is the best form of brainwashing. Repetition is the best form of brainwashing. If you say it over and over, and I'm not saying this to be an excuse, I'm just saying it's a tactic. If you say something over and over and you say it with conviction, eventually people will just start to take your word for it.
Are you referring to when she made the racist comments, Jen Lou?
Like when we left, I said a mod when we left.
Go ahead, Rena. I think she's on a delay.
Oh no, I was just gonna say when we go through when we left, I mean the girls said it. I do also want to apologize to like the Jen Lou, Sandra, and things like that. And I know I've apologized.
She does cut out quite often.
But
Brittany,
you kind of open your eyes and you're like, oh
She'll
wow,
come
this
back
wasn't
on.
like Natasha
Hop on
wasn't
and
the victim, like from her ex mods, because
I
we,
just play the whole
we've
thing
gone
because
through.
they tell the whole story about Natasha Cooper and why they left, and it's exactly almost identical to Brittany J.
Rena. Girl, she's got to get headphones. Future headphones for you, Rena.
What? I was about to say what I was saying. I think Nisa was waiting the Nisa drop off.
She dropped off for a second.
Okay. I have headphones.
I was trying to pop into my messenger to make sure I actually
I
did.
knew
Hear me
that's
still?
what you were doing. I knew that's what you were doing. Yeah, we can hear you, Rena. I just think you're on a little bit of a delay, and that's why we're talking over you. Okay, Amber said, I've heard that she talks crap about her subs and people on her panel to her mods in chat. Is that true?
She talks about everybody.
It doesn't matter who it is. And to kind of jump back to another comment I saw, that honestly was kind of a big reason why I left. Because like I said, I was one of the last to leave. When Nasa, Kristen, and a few of the others had left, I was added into another chat with those remaining OG mods. I got to see kind of firsthand how easy and how quick it was. It was like a flip of a switch. It went into immediate like paranoia almost, and just shit talking on those who had left. I tried to ignore it and not like feed into it. I had actually reached out to Nasa not too long after she left, and she and I actually stayed in contact for a few weeks, up to the point that I had actually left.
Which you weren't allowed to, correct?
Yeah, and I did it. I admit I did it behind the scenes.
But even was right there, Chenda, you see how you just said that? I will admit, I talked to one of my friends behind the scenes as if that was a bad thing. As if you betrayed her in some way. It's ludicrous to even have that to begin with.
Well, and see, and that's like that's where the fear factor and things like that come in. Is I actually felt guilty for even to a point for staying in contact with Nasa, because that's how it went. Was when somebody left the group,
Brittany J's right here.
That was it. It became an immediate smear campaign, and it was really tough on both Nasa, or on Nasa and I, because she didn't want to put me in a position to where I felt bad, and it wasn't her, it was my own like feelings on everything. And then I just kind of had enough one night because someone had reached out to me and had told me that because I had remained, they knew that I still talked to some of the ladies that had left before me, and they couldn't be my friend anymore on Facebook because they were afraid that I would share that person's personal info and use it against them, like it had been done in the past. At that point, it just clicked. I'm like, oh my God, this has gotten so out of control when I'm still in the group and somebody feels like they can't be friends with me on a social media platform because of who I have remained friends with. Like, that's not fair. And so at that point, I made the decision to leave the chats. And I knew that there would be, stuff talked about me and shit said that wasn't true, and, things like that. But when it reached that point, it was just like, this is too much. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Absolutely.
Well, it's kind of like what we said last night when we were talking. This is YouTube, right? This is where you come, like I always say, to take a break from the tough realities of a real life and to just kick back and get your mind off things. But we are now at a place where there's a person who takes where you go. I'm sorry, what you say, who you say it to. I mean, and we're not even like I told you,
Listen to what
Trenda, we're
she's
not even
talking
getting
about.
paid for this.
How ironic.
Like I'm the only one that wasn't a
She
mod
hasn't
for
changed a
her,
bit.
but as a
But she got
sub, a
this
loyal sub that was
stuff
there to
from
talk to her
Natasha
on the
Cooper.
phone, that heavily supported her. Y'all know she dictates even where the subs go, and she will track you down and find out why you were in a specific chat. That's that's not right at all. I mean, it's crazy.
Carrie,
So yeah, I just want
So does anybody see or hear any similarities? Um, what she's talking about, the other content creator, Natasha Cooper, that's what she's talking about. She's not talking about herself, believe it or not. But everything that she's saying that she's doing, what does Brittany J do? I mean, put it in the chat, whatever. But I'm just commentating because I thought this was very things that make you go I'm all right, Brittany. But she's talking about the other creator, and I'll show you who she is and how foul she talked and spoke about the people that were surrounding her and how she would turn people against each other. And I have some good little clips of Natasha Cooper to show you.
I want to touch base on that. That was another thing that happens when you're Natasha's inner circle is all of her Facebook groups and all of her pages, she'll have you admin them. So when something goes wrong with her pages, that affects your Facebook profiles personally. So like I know me and quite a few of the ladies that were admin on her page, we all lost our Facebook profiles. And that hurts because I know for me, like we have messages from loved ones that have passed on or best friends that have passed on, and it's all lost. And it was lost because of drama. So I know that like I had to start over last year, about a year ago. I had to create a brand new Facebook profile. And a lot of the stuff that was said and stuff like that when we were trying to reflect is now lost because we can't access it anymore.
Yeah, I lost mine too, like around the same time, and had to make a new one. I know a few others did too, but yeah, we lost everything. And then we moved to Telegram, which was another shit show. It was a complete shit show too.
CDC dog, she does have a lot of time on her hands, but that's the thing. Melissa can tell you because she talked to her every day. Well, all the girls can. This is her whole life. This is the only place where Natasha has full control over everything. And from morning to night, this is her life, where we get off here and we go on about our everyday life with our family. Natasha is YouTube. I mean, it her whole life can, just revolves around YouTube.
And I'm trying to like jot down questions as we go, guys. But let's just address Carrie's question on the screen, which was there an NDA in the Facebook days, or was that changed when she came to YouTube?
I seen Jordan had answered her and said no, but towards the end of the Facebook days, there was.
There was,
but
yeah.
another
There was
mod
2
created
NDAs.
it.
I was actually the one that created the NDA.
Trent
I'm
is a
not
lawyer.
I just to clarify, I'm not a lawyer. I have no degree in any of that. It was
Yes,
I
you
actually
do. You
wanted
have a degree of Google.
Yeah,
the Google University. Sorry, I forgot. But
Can I ask you? Can I ask you, Trinda? Did you also create the applications for the research group and all of that too? Because it appears to be written out kind of the same way.
No, I did not. I had no part in that. In that. So
it's a simple Google format, correct? So just
Yeah.
anyone who has signed an NDA and feels like that could be used over your head, that NDA has no legal ground standing. It's just a piece of paper. It is not notarized. It has nothing to it. So don't let that make you fearful. But what she also does is takes your photo ID, your license, correct?
Yes,
we
that's
did,
correct.
yes. And that was her way of making sure that we weren't in the groups under, like an alt, or weren't lying about our identity, or or things like that. She wanted to make sure that we were in fact who we said we were. And it wasn't, she didn't want like our address, or anything like that. It was, she just wanted to see the picture and our name,
Right.
so that she could
I
actually
believe it was still a fear and manipulation tactic as well.
I agree. To make it seem more formal, but to also have something like, I have your information.
Well, and also to put it in her back pocket if she needs it for a later day. I
Right.
mean, just think about all of the things that's happened to people who've had calls, CPS calls and all of that.
How ironic. Wow. CPS calls and all that. I mean, it's almost word for word what Brittany is doing now, what she says now, what she complains about now, what she says people are doing to her now. I mean, it's crazy. So if we could bounce back and forth if you want to, or if you guys, I think we should just stick with this and just have you watch this whole thing. I mean, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing because at the very end it doesn't. They're not really saying too much. They start just kind of just like joking around or whatever with each other. But then I'm going to show you who Natasha Cooper is, and then we'll look at Brittany and see, and it'll all tie in together with a nice, neat bow in a pretty little package, in my opinion.
Jen, I wish we would have had side chats back to 2 years ago. I really wish we would have.
Well, that's what she does, right? She keeps you isolated to the point where if you are starting to doubt something or you witness something that you may not agree, back in the day, these girls didn't have the ability to go to their friend and say, yeah, what's up with that? Like, why is she doing that? Like, this seems sketchy to me, because she had to monitor every conversation. So you're left with those doubts for yourself. And I'm sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you start to think you're a little crazy and you doubt your own feelings. So you probably would have acknowledged things earlier on if you had the ability to communicate to the other people who are also witnessing it.
Well, we
Okay,
would
so
have left
can
way
everybody
sooner.
hear me now?
Yes, Rena.
Yes, Rena.
Okay. I just want to touch base on what you just said real quick. So imagine that, and this isn't, and we've already explained this to Melissa, but this isn't jealousy on our part with Melissa. So part of our problem with Melissa at the beginning was, so imagine, okay, we're not allowed to really have any side chats, but she's constantly, while on lives, instead of and it was more so for these other 3 girls here because they were in the OG chat. I was just a primary person, but whatever, Melissa. So just imagine, like,
I
for
was
these
never even
girls,
in a
more than
chat.
anything, where Natasha shared everything with them, like, it got to the point where we didn't even know sometimes when she was going live,
Yeah.
what special guests, what was going on. But then you have, she has a side chat or whatever with Melissa, or whatever you call it, so that
We
kind of, to
texted.
us,
We were special. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. So to us, we were just like, and then all this drama happened, and unfortunately, we thought that Melissa was a part of the drama, and she wasn't. And that's when we kind of turned to her when we realized all the stuff going on, and she wasn't doing the continuous lives back at Natasha. We were like, wow, she wasn't the drama.
Well, I
Jen,
definitely contributed to the drama with Brittany MCF, but after that, I no.
Jen, you're right though, because after you left and quote unquote the modpocalypse happened, that is when she advocated very, very strongly that there was to be no sidetracks. And it would be repetitive, like multiple times a day, because she was afraid that people would hear your truth and see her for what she was. Like hindsight's always 2020, but I truly do believe that now. And like you're right, in a sense, she did start that because of you, because she was afraid of losing 8 to 10 mods all over again.
Well, yeah, because so the night I finally said I was done was when Mandy C went live saying she was going to hurt herself. I'm trying not to cry, but she went live saying she was going to hurt herself. And Nasa went in her chat and was trying to tell her, like, it's okay, Mandy, like, calm down, giving her positive words. Natasha yelled at Nasa for doing that. And so that's when I messaged Nasa and I said, did she just yell at you? Like, did she just yell at you? And Nasa's like, yep, she sure did. And that's when I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I stayed because of the friendships with the girls I had. I didn't want to lose that friendship with the other girls. But at that moment, when she was telling me, or well, saying, she's not going to do it, she's doing it for attention, she's done this before, I already talked to her boyfriend. Okay, but what if there is a 0.001 chance she really was going to do it? Would you want to take that chance over YouTube? And I couldn't stand behind that.
I'm
So
even
I was in the
disappointed in
chat that
myself
night.
about that. But
Yeah.
I was doing the same thing, Natasha. Like I remember I was talking to Natasha at that time, and I was calling bullshit on it too. But like, and that probably wasn't the best way to handle it. But that was just directly to Natasha, But that probably also amplified why she came at you guys so hard, is because I was kind of validating what she was saying.
I get that, Melissa.
Unfortunately,
I get it, but with something like that, we just didn't want to take a chance. What if? What if it
I get
wasn't?
that with
You know
you
what I mean?
guys,
right?
and I understand. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I did too. I called bullshit on it. I actually called Natasha and told her to stay away from her. She's crazy and she was doing it for attention, which is not right on my part.
Yeah.
But that night
The fact the
that
fact
all
that
of you
remains
went in
when
the
that happened,
Hmm.
yeah,
there was no celebration of indifferences. Me and
no,
Tasha saw things differently, but
She's
instead of
still
handling
kind
it
of against
maturely and talking
it
like
here in
adults, she tried
2021.
to chastise
New
me in
year.
a public
She's still the
chat
same person.
with all the mods
yeah.
to
Well, that was
claim
what
her
I was gonna
superiority.
She
say.
just sounds like she's
That
with
night
her
when you
accent.
guys went
That's
over
what I'm
there
curious.
into
It's not
Mandy's
as heavy.
chat, she sounded like a drill sergeant. She was like, "Mods, disengage, abort now." And I was
It's
like,
funny how much
I had a
now.
come to Jesus moment for a moment, and I was like, "What is wrong with this lady?
Well,
Like,
and
who
also
talks to
I
people
had
that
the
way?"
ability to go in and the other girls didn't. And I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know the lock and key that they were under. But that also caused a division between us two, even though we all didn't have a relationship yet. But they were probably like, who the fuck is this girl?
going on within the group itself, between all of us. It became too much. I mean, there were times that we would get told to completely just stay out of other chats, even if we were going in to try and defend Natasha. We were even trying to defend and take up for her. We were still somehow in the wrong because of the fact that we were going to these hate channels, and she felt that anything we did would reflect back on her.
I want to
Now
answer
that I
a
think about
question
it,
in the
though, I
chat.
think she didn't want us going to the hate channels because she wouldn't want us to actually see what was going on and have our eyes opened.
Oh no, just like she's doing with her subs today.
Mm-hmm.
But someone in the chat asked if they think that she just doesn't give a F, or
Some people can handle this stuff. Some people can't. Granny's watching. Jessica Lynn, you stupid bitch. I hope that what you and your cohorts on your panel tonight did was worth it. I spoke to Scarlett. Apparently, Granny's watching went live and ripped Scarlett a new one. So this is a message directly to Carolyn MRB Merb. So you said that I now wish that I we'd see. Bitch, you ain't good at nothing. Maybe some decoupage, but you might want to try it on your face next time. Or maybe that beak. Yeah, I'm fat, but you ugly. And you can't stand it because you have met your match. And I don't back down from your stupid ass. Because guess what? You don't bother me at all. But as far as everything that I have said, I don't take back any of it. I still think you suck at true crime because you do. Earlier, somebody sent me a little clip of you sticking a napkin inside of a seashell. Yeah, that's real cute. Who wants that shit in their house? That shit's ugly. Don't nobody like that mess. I will always be back, and I ain't going nowhere, you stupid bitch. Let me tell you a little secret about a real man, because I got one. My real man that is currently sitting in my dining room playing games with our children, see, he works all the time because that's what a real man does. And he supports me, but he also knows that I don't need him to fight my battles because I am strong enough to do it myself. He also knows that internet drama isn't anything
Sounds just like
that
Brittany,
he wants to be involved in. Because, see, he's a real man with a real job.
Listen up, Glenn.
And the
From you.
last
And I
thing
think
that
that's
he
her
cares
husband that
about
she had.
or wants to be involved in is internet drama. Only bitchy men like you, a bitch ass, weak ass man who doesn't work, has to get online and white knight and champion their bitch whore. My real man has better things to do. To see, he is confident enough in his woman to know that I can handle things myself. I don't need a man
Doesn't have the charisma
to do it for me.
Yeah,
And I certainly don't need a man
but she sounds just like
to
her.
stream some
They sound just like
bullshit
each other. Where she got all
online
this from, in my
and
opinion.
beg for donations.
Oh, we know, Suge. You're very capable of sitting in your recliner and begging for donations all by yourself, she says.
In order to support me. Because, see, my man works. So if I needed him to support me, all I say is, watch. Dalton, can I have some money? Whatever I want it for?
Yes, sure.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen screenshots. They talked about her authoring, her books. They talked about pretty much anything and everything that they could about her. People in the chat or on panel or something said that I hated her and that I didn't really like her, and that nobody on YouTube liked her, and Kim and Crafton had to put their 2 cents in about how what she had said about Shanann Watts and just. So my question is, all of you people talk about
I'm going to go back a little bit because I didn't see what that said.
Shanann Watts.
Oh, wow. So it's hard. Let's see. It is irrelevant. What does it say? Oh, wow. So it is irrelevant what she said about Shanann Watts, a murder victim. To say derogatory things about a murdered pregnant woman did not cause real emotional distress to her family? Wow, the hypocrisy is thick.
and just. So my question is, all of you people talk about Parker called me and told me because Scarlett didn't want me to know. She didn't want me to worry because of everything
I'm not too
else.
familiar who she's speaking of. I don't know these people, but it's basically just
that I have had going on.
Brittany J's
She didn't want
twin
to put more
or
stress
idol,
on
whatever you want to
me.
call it.
But Parker called and told me anyhow. And I immediately reached out to Scarlett and spoke to her myself. Scarlett has had a previous heart attack. She does have heart issues. Of course, I am worried. Of course, I am concerned. And I'm just waiting to hear something. This literally just happened. All of these people sit around talking about me having a heart attack because I'm so fat and everything else. Scarlett is a thin mint and has had a heart attack. You don't ever know when you're going to have a heart attack. And it's not always because of your size. But my question is, when is it going to be enough? When is it going to be enough?
That sounds just like Brittany.
Does someone have to die for you all to have enough of this and to shut up and stop? Because I've asked repeatedly for you all to stop, and you won't. I don't think you can.
Okay, so I'm going to jump over here to Brittany J. I think this is one of the lives she did. So I'm just going to show a couple, and show the identical similarities it is to me. I mean, like you said, she has more charisma, I guess you could say. I mean, but I didn't know her then. I think I came right when she was completely kicked off of YouTube. So we're going to go. We're going to share. I think this is. Let's see if it goes. Let's see. Stop. Back. Here. Give me 1 second, guys, and let me get this for you. Let's see. We're going to make this one smaller. And and then we'll go here and let's go to Brittany and just see the similarities that there is with Brittany. So let's see. Give me 1 second.
Good ass. Now truth is I don't.
I was sped up a little bit just to see how it's very similar to Natasha.
ass comment than that one. So I'm not sure where that's coming from, what you mean by that. But okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get straight to it because I want to go live on the main channel tonight. And I have stuff I want to talk about in regards to Sebastian, but I need to talk about this first because there was things that I did not hear last night. A couple of things that I just want to run by. I'm so grossed out, man. When I tell y'all that I don't watch these people, I'm not just saying that. I don't. I can't sit. There's no way in hell I could sit through a stream of these people because of how horrible and nasty they get. The one way that you'll always know, truth is not. Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does. Let's go. Let's go, bucko. Let's go to court. What you going to take me to court for? Can't take somebody to court for nothing, stupid ass. Now Truth is taking me to court. Let's go, Truth. You fucking baby. Big baby. Big baby. He's such a big baby. Oh, I'll talk.
Just like Natasha. They can
Speaking
be
of which,
and
yeah, let's do it. Let me show y'all. I'm sure the judge will love to hear what I'm about to play. Let's go. The judge is going to love to see this grown man go on panel and talk about me being kicked in the head with steel-toe boots over and over and over. Trigger warning. This grown man called me a drug addict over and over and over with zero evidence to support it. This grown man accusing me of being a child unaliver. What did I say about Truth? I called him a little bitch because that's what he is. You're a little bitch. Big deal. And at least I keep it on YouTube. I tell you. I go live. I respond. They go live. It's just like Joneson said earlier. I go live. I take a couple cracks at them. Some stupid jokes. I'm corny, right? They go live and they start talking about my mama. Oh, really? Stay there. Stay there. Don't move, Mama Angie. I got something for you. Queen Bee, make sure you listen to this. The next time y'all want to say that I lie about some bullshit, listen closely. Mama Angie, don't go nowhere. Don't block her. Don't block her. Oh, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to be mad. I'm going to try not to be mad. He didn't say that I'd unalive my kids. Do you want to take that back, Angie, before I play it? Anybody? Y'all want to take it back?
And then they're like, oh, well, she's got tickets. I don't care about her tickets. Only dumbass moms don't strap their children up in cars. I don't give a fuck. You are the stupidest bitch on the face of the earth. You gonna drive your car with your babies not strapped in. And you want to talk about you're a good mom? No, you're not, bitch. You are worse than a crackhead who would leave their baby in a hot car. That's my opinion of you. You are worse than that. You are a nasty disgrace of a human. And I'll be honest with you. You remind me a lot of somebody I know. You know what I'm saying? Chose drugs over kids. At least my experience, right? I'm just saying. There might be a reason that I really don't like you because you just remind me of someone.
That's a personal problem.
You know,
Listen
you remind
closely.
me of the kind of woman that would leave and unalive your youth to stay with another man. See, I'm in true crime. I'm also in just YouTube. So I can look at people and say, yeah, that bitch is one of those bitches. And then they're like, oh, well, she's got tickets. I don't care
Play
about
it
her
one more
tickets. Only
time.
dumbass moms don't strap their children up in cars. I don't give a fuck. You are the stupidest bitch on the face of the earth. You gonna
Don't
drive
even
your
know
car
me.
with your babies not strapped in, and you want to talk about you're a good mom? No,
You
you're
don't
not,
even
bitch.
know
You are
me.
worse than a crack. I'll be honest with you. You remind me a lot of somebody I know. You know what I'm saying? Chose drugs over kids. At least my experience, right? I'm just saying. There might be a reason that
Mama Angie, girl, don't come in here making excuses for him. He just said that I was the type of mother. I'm worse than a crackhead that leaves my child in a hot car. He said that I'm the type of mother that would unalive my child. Let me tell you something. This man doesn't know me from Adam. He's never met me a day in his life. Everything that he says about me is untrue. He gets his facts wrong constantly. I don't know if somebody's telling him these things or he's making them up. Hold on a second.
You might say, Truth, why are you talking to her like this? Because after a whole lot of thinking, I realized maybe that's
He's doing all this supposedly because you looked at a picture comparing him to, apparently, yeah, Miss Cheese. And guess what? He did the same thing. He did the same thing on his panel. No one I watched dox him because I don't know what his name is. Right. I don't know.
she'll be all right.
This dude is something's really wrong with him. Something's really wrong with him. So let me, because there's some things I want to go over. So let me say hey to everybody because I just kind of come in hot. Hi, Dirty Diana. Hi. Let me see. Dr. Pepper Princess must have got lost. Lizzie, good to see you. PJ Blue. Oh, Penny says sorry, Brittany, but if I knew his name, I would put some people on getting his true history. Blue says I'm just in a quiet mood, but yeah, it's been weeks, Brittany. I hope you're doing okay. It's really good to see you. Hey, buddy Elf. I'm not really feeling that good at all. I'm sick. He was bragging about his mug shots. Wow, that's great. Hey, Vanilla. Hey, T-Bird. He is disgusting. I can't believe the women that are okay with it. Why do they always talk about your kids? Why do they all? Yeah, right. Why does all of them mention your kids? It's a YouTube channel that's not even about. Right. My kids shouldn't even be a part of this. What's up, War Eagle? I would search his basement for missing kids, to be honest. He's crazy. Michelle Porter says, I'm sorry, but he isn't normal and only women married. Strange accounts coming in here saying some strange stuff. He's just repeating GW's lies. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go, Truth. Let's go. I am like, seriously, all of y'all are freaking dogpiling me every single night. Every night I've become your content. Every night I'm your target. Every single night. Let's go. What's the Born Whittle Boy's issue? I have no idea. Now he's saying he's going to take me to court. I'm about to go through a little bit of Joneson's live because I need to point some things out that I find fucked up, pretty much. Hey, Truth, why are you trying to frame me? Do you realize that everybody and their mama sees that you or one of your friends is that account that went in Buzzies and doxed you and your wife, not us? Where's the proof of that, by the way?
So this basically, I'm just showing all the, I just wanted to do something a little different. I'm not an expert on these going live things, but I'm trying here. So let me see. I gotta pick up. Let me stop sharing this, and then we're gonna go back here to this one, and we're gonna. Let's see. Let's put me back down here. Let's see. I'm gonna hide this one. And then we're going to go back to the moderators. I just finished listening to them. And then I'll put some more Natasha Cooper. Let's see. Let's do some Natasha Cooper, though. Let's see. Let's do her first. Let's do that. And we will go just to hear what the rest of what she's got to say. Let's see how similar they are. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I don't know who's in here, who's not in here. But let's see. So we'll see here.
Jessica Lynn is so wrapped up in her hate, and she thinks she's the cool kid now. I mean, these people absolutely disgust me. And I'm ashamed that they were ever in my chat. I'm glad you're all gone because I don't want anything to do with the likes of you.
Good morning, crazy and wicked. Ready for another one of Natasha Cooper's self-serving sermons. It is never her mindset she is attacking others, that enough is enough.
Nothing. You can talk about me all you want to, but everybody's not as strong as I am.
This is Natasha Cooper. This is
and we talk about
deleted drama vault.
All of y'all talk about mental health, and somebody's going to get pushed over the edge and pushed over the. Well, what about when you push them over the edge health wise and they have a heart attack? Then what? A real heart attack, not like Doug. When is this going to be enough for all of you?
This is talking out the two sides of your mouth. Watch how she rips Christine during her holier than thou sermon.
Unlike Christiane, Scarlett reached out to me pretty much every day when I was going through.
Yeah, if that was okay with you.
Everything with my
have
aunt.
any moderators in here.
And tonight, she did not even want them to tell me because she was worried about me.
She pauses to say thank you, inconsiderate biatch Christiane. After all, she has to use this for her benefit. She has to get her jabs in. She thinks she is sly.
And Crafton, since you're hiding behind your dumbass truth fortune teller channel again, I've got a message for you and Kim. I saw your reply. Somebody asked, why was Natasha saying you were in jail if you were in the hospital? And you said, because I don't do my own research. You are the biggest fucking liar. Your ass was in jail for choking Kim. Domestic violence. 5 charges. You're a liar. And no matter how many times you post about seizures, that doesn't take away from the fact that you're a liar and you got caught.
So it says, wow, she forgot what she just said. Didn't she just preach on this behavior? Wow, guess she thinks the rules don't apply to her or those she hates.
I don't know why all of these people hate me so much. And my grandma, she's like, I don't understand these people. She said, why do they hate you so much?
Maybe because of what of an abusive bully you are. We will be showing a lot more of that. Is this done? Let's see. I think that's done. Let's see. I think I have another one. Let's see. Stop. think there's another one on here. Let's see what we can find. I know there was another one that I wanted to show. Let's see. Um, was it this one? Um, I think this might be. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to show. It's called Tasha's True Colors Come Out. She is ticked over. Let's see. And then we're going to go here. And I'm going to share this here. She says she doesn't know why it's because, what does it say? It said, so it says she said she doesn't know why. Let's see, that's not it because there was another one. Let's see. Tasha Cooper excuse me. Tasha Cooper says she is going to start covering the Watts case again. Surprise. She only covers trending cases, and since Frankie Rusek released a video that goes with the audio of NK, she is chomping at the bit. She said she does not know why it was released because it is nothing new. You know that she would be singing a different tune if she had that footage because she missed out on that. She is now going to cover the case again because she did it so good the first time. Laughing out loud. Tasha says she covers facts. We did not realize Spirit Box apps are facts. No wonder not one true crime creator even acknowledges Miss Cooper. Shanann's mom asked you all to stop with the Spirit Box lies and using her daughter's photo in connection to those lies. You don't care. You don't respect the victim's mother. What if it was your daughter? Let's not forget, Tasha is the queen of fake breaking news for views. Coming into the case 2 years after justice was served and making videos about if Chris is innocent and discussing Shanann as a villain or a victim. Sorry, guys. Let's see. My bad. Let's see. Let's see the videos. Let's see what we got. I thought that had where she was talking. You need mirrors. Where's the one where she was mad? She was in the car, I think. Boy, she is talking with the enemy. Let's see. They go everywhere together. They only have a couple of these here. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I found that one. Might have been somewhere else. Let's just see if I have them in my video. Full playlist. Let's see. Oh wait. Hold on. Let's see. Go back. Go back. Sorry, guys.
Some people can
You
handle
already
this.
heard that already. So let's see. Videos. I think I saved it, but 15 years. Let me see. Let's see here. I know I found. Let's see. Hold on. Let me look real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. So let me find this video real quick for you guys. My bad. My bad.
Welcome to the channel, infamous and proud. I'm bringing all the truth, gotta shout it loud. In a world full of shadows, we shine bright. Created in a space where we unite and ignite. Designed to be different, that's our aim. No judgment here, we're all the same. Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun. Bad actors take a seat, we call out the lies. Productive vibes only watch us rise. Awareness we raise, got our eyes on the prize. Respectful opinions, let's be wise. In this digital jungle, we stand tall. Mindful of each other, respect is our call. Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun. So come along and share your truth. In this community, we'll find our youth. Yo! Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun.
If I must work both day and night.
I'm getting this video. I'm trying to find it. Just give me 1 second, okay?
If I must work both day and night. If I must supply every need. If I must work both day and night. If I must supply every need. If I must work both day and night. If I must supply.
So I'm just gonna play the rest of this this mod thing while I look for that other video. So I'm just gonna let that play for you guys. And if you guys are still here, sorry, my bad. I'm trying. My ADHD gets the best of me sometimes because I get 15 bright ideas all at the same time. So I apologize. I try to rein it in, but sometimes it takes over.
She's
Yeah,
aware of how
I
she
have 3
feels.
questions from the chat already written down. I just wait for an open moment to do it.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I want to do it in order just because. Okay. One says, Natasha, have you ever personally witnessed Natasha blatantly misuse money that was collected for one purpose and put towards something different? Have any of you guys?
Can I raise my hand?
Yes.
I already
Yes,
know
you
the
can.
answer.
Yes.
So
Hell yes.
when I finally caught on to the money thing, finally, like, it like hit me in the head. Like, are you stupid, Kristen? Her and Hannah had COVID. So she was like, in the mod chat, she's like, all these people are messaging me, wondering what they can do, and they're wondering where they can donate. Can someone set up a PayPal fundraiser or whatever it was, whatever fundraiser? Okay. So all
Oh,
these
so
people
she did
donated.
ask for that. She asked for
Yes.
that? Oh,
Yes.
wow.
All these people donated. I will say it only got to like 400, which is still a lot to me. That is still a lot of money.
And a
150 of
portion
it.
of that. Oh, sorry, Kristen. And a portion of that did come from her own family member.
Yes, it was 150, I believe, that was from her family. And DTOS did a video on the COVID scam. And you can see me in there. I feel like a fool now, but she went live talking about how she bought all these new boots and a whole new winter wardrobe and all this and all that. And I went to the chat that she wasn't in, and I said, You guys, Natasha is live right now, and she just said she bought all this shit after trying to raise money for meals.
And you guys helped promote, correct? As her mods?
Yes.
And that put you guys in an awful position.
Well, inadvertently, we were accomplice to her scam, not knowing that it was a scam.
Yeah, and some of the stuff she didn't do in her own name. So basically, like, yes, in those screenshots of that video shows like I'm trying to cover it up. Yes, because that fund wasn't in Natasha's name.
Yeah.
And she does that on
I have
purpose.
And that's what nobody understands is it makes us look like we're helping her, but it's not necessarily us helping her. We're helping the victim that she just literally lied to and scammed and put somebody else at risk. Because the kickback wouldn't be on Natasha. It would be at the person that started this for Natasha because they were guilted into doing so.
So this fundraiser would be started in a friend's name or a mod's name. And that way, when Natasha ends up using that money to where it's not supposed to, where does that leave the person whose name it was under, or all the girls who, as mods, donate to the, the COVID fund, donate to this. So that it's not like they have any idea ahead of time that she was going to go buy a winter wardrobe. But to even put your friends in that type of situation is horrible.
Well, you try to help them.
The frustrating
I mean,
part,
what else do you do?
The frustrating part is there's all these scams from before. So all those red flags are there. And it's you want to give a person a chance. You want to give them benefit of the doubt. You don't want to accuse them of doing something before they make that action. But because the crime doesn't happen unless an action is actually made. So everything hindsight is always going to be 2020. And I really don't know where I was going with that train of thought. Sorry, guys. It's gone now.
It's okay.
Poof, she gone.
So, long story short, was it one time or was it numerous times that you guys personally witnessed her raise funds and the funds don't go to where they're supposed to go?
The one I was most aware of was the COVID one. NASA and them would know more about the.
Were you around?
I was there during the gypsy scam, and when that scam happened, I had red flags, and I did donate anyways. And the funds didn't go to where they were supposed to because they were supposed to be for all the receipts for the trial, and they were supposed to be from Nick, and they never did come. She just pretty much got a vacation and did a couple videos about it. And at the time, I just said, "Well, that's fine. If that's all you could get, that's all you could get." So that was kind of the first.
Nasa, you cut out.
Okay, I thought it was me again.
No, it was Nasa cut out.
I'm here. Where did I leave
come
off?
back. Woo!
You stop mid-sentence.
Yeah, you stopped mid-sentence.
Oh, okay.
You said basically she went on a vacation.
Okay.
And then my AD
and I was under the impression of like, okay, shit happens. I spent money on worse things. I didn't donate to any of her other funds until the last one. And the last one for me was when she accused a former mod of going into her yard and stealing Mariah's bike.
Can I stop you there real quick before we go there?
Okay.
Well, I just want to stop real quick and just please, everybody in chat, I'm going to ask you because I'm not for this. Let's not talk about the child or anything, please.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, here we're just going to leave anything in regards to children, no matter what their age.
No names, nothing. All right, go ahead, Nasa. I'm sorry.
Did I say the name?
No. Someone in chat.
No.
You had good intentions in chat, and I know you're a subscriber, but we're just going to try to separate that. We're going to focus on this.
True facts, Brandy. True facts.
And
the
yeah,
gypsy files. We offered the files for free, and we were mocked.
Yeah, because Brandy was also around at that time, and the files that she collected the money to receive was offered for free. Like what?
And I
just want to say it too. I didn't see anybody even say anything about a child in chat. I wasn't even looking at chat. I was just getting ready for the future in case. So I must see the future.
Well, it wasn't like a bad comment. It was just asking a specific thing, but I was going to address it anyway and just say we're not going to try to include kids in any way. But go on.
And speaking of Brandy, I know we've already discussed it privately, but I want to also give you a public apology as well for how we talked and treated you. I am truly sorry. I just wanted to make sure I got that out there as well.
Okay. Is it okay?
Drink.
Bitches are dropping like flies. Okay.
You don't want me to drink.
No more.
Raina's allowed to drink at least for another month.
Jen
Okay,
says,
yeah, let's clarify though. I only drink once every couple months because now I don't want it to be known that I'm the alcoholic. But okay, we're done.
Jen Lou, you are absolutely telling the truth. All of the documents Natasha ever received came from Christy Blanchard.
Okay. I'm going to go on with questions that I'm writing down. It said, as mods, were
So
you
if anybody
expected
has
to
any
donate?
questions, please feel free to ask.
No, we weren't. It wasn't an
if you wanted to come
expectation
up
for us
and
to
ask questions
donate.
that way.
See, and
Probably
okay, so
easier for me.
here's how all of that works. And that's how the manipulation and things like that come into play. She doesn't force anybody to donate. As far as the Gypsy Files group goes, yes, you were expected to pay. I think at first it started as you could pay like a penny to get in there. And then it changed because people were donating like 1 cent at a time and, things like that in order to gain access to the Gypsy Files group.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna let this play a little bit here, and I'm not gonna keep pausing it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free. If you guys want to hit the link and come up, it'd probably be easier for me because I think I socialize a little bit better in that regards, because I'm trying to keep track of everything, and with my ADHD, it's almost impossible because I think that I'm, a master of all, but I'm really, I mean, I think I can master all those things, but I can't master all the things. It's just a fact. But we all got our little twerks. I embrace them. Take it and run with it. But anyway, so I'm just gonna let this play, and these are Natasha Cooper's ex mods, and I'm doing it in relation to Brittany, and I will show the other video that I already have pulled up after a little bit more of this plays. So any questions, hit the link or ask in the chat.
And then it changed to the minimum was $1 that would be accepted. After the whole Gypsy debacle and things kind of, switch gears into the Shayna Peoples case and, all of that, no, nobody was expected to donate at all. It was put out there so that her subs and whoever wanted to could donate.
What about super chats and trains and things like that?
Oh man,
I had to mute because I'm giggling because I just want to state this too. It doesn't matter as about how much you did of that because it's still going to get thrown in your face. Like a simple $4.99 thing will get thrown in your face.
Will get used over your head.
Will get thrown in your face, even though it was paid back right away. And I literally was crazy. And I look now and I'm like, why are these people giving her all this money? And I was one of those. Like I gave super chats and stuff like that and everything else. But even doing that, and I wasn't doing it to buy friendship or anything, but even doing that, simple $4.99 gets thrown in your face. I'm done. I'm sorry. I was like giggling like crazy in the background as you all were talking.
Well, did she ever send in the mod chat and would say to start a super chat train or anything like that?
I can think of, one. I know there were probably multiple times, but towards the end of me being there, I kind of like blocked a lot out and ignored a lot of stuff going on. But I can remember like one time of me like seeing it.
She would say a lot, like, and this was like towards like the last month or maybe 2 months or whatever too. Like, oh, somebody should throw the super chat or throw your whatever up or my PayPal or whatever like that to, basically piss people off. Like she was acting like it wasn't really for her. But she would do things like that.
Oh, I know my haters are gonna get mad if I throw this cash ad up. So here you go, haters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I completely forgot about that. But yeah, she would.
You're right. You're right too, Kristen, because Sandra also did get documents from Natasha under the Sunshine Law as well. It was Christy and
Well,
Sandra who got
fairness,
hers
though,
adopted.
I'm gonna admit with that too. I mean, I even played a part with that, like an idiot. Like we would do things to kind of make fun of it, and I even I can't believe it now. Is I would create an account that said like Natasha's PayPal and stuff like that, and now I'm just like, why the heck did I do this stuff? So I mean, I kind of get where people are coming from that are with her, but then I don't know. I just it kind of smacks you in the face when you leave. Just everything that you've done.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and once that door is shut, you can never go back.
And see, and that's why it took us so long to actually be willing to come forward and talk about it, is because there is so much just guilt and self-reflection that we have had to, do and work through. I can't count how many times we would just sit and just talk to each other and be like, I can't believe I stayed for so long. I can't believe I partook in a lot of, the things that were going on. I can't believe I treated people the way that I treated them.
But at the end of the day, I don't think any of us ever came out expecting for us to be forgiven right away. You know what I mean? Like we knew it was going to take time. So I mean,
we knew that we had to go.
Sorry,
I muted. I don't know who was echoing.
Yeah, Britt, I think you got a little bit of an echo. No, but see, like Country Joe, you could be victims and you could be at fault at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't, and I think we all can agree, yeah, we could be victims of Natasha, but that also doesn't mean that we're not responsible for our own actions.
Yes. And I will be us ladies will probably be, some of the first to admit that no, Natasha never forced us to do anything. And yes, we've said a lot of horrible, ugly things about people that we don't even know, and we chose to partake. At any point in time, we could have left. At any point in time, we could have, backed off and said, look, I'm going to stay out of chat for a while. I don't want to be a part of this, because there are some ladies that have done that they are a part of this, but they will not partake in the drama.
Yeah. This is why I want to say we were victims, though, in that little part. Okay, so we could have left at any time or anything like that, but I know for me, I don't want to speak for the rest of the ladies, but it took me a little bit longer to leave because I didn't want the backlash.
Yeah.
Well, Natasha, she has this tactic where she will talk to everybody in the chat, right? One of the main things that made me like her so much was she would engage with chat so much that you didn't feel like you were watching somebody so much as you were interacting with them and having a conversation. And I think that pulls people in, but not only does she do that, but she plays a really good game of victimization, right? When she started in on Brittany MCF, when Brittany lashed out at her, it was as if Brittany just attacked her for no reason. And when all of the pictures and stuff were shown, you felt sorry for her. Mm-hmm. Like, I legit felt horrible for her. And in turn, I laid into Brittany and thought she was like the worst person on this earth.
Yeah, I remember pretty hard.
We did. That's actually how me and Melissa met each other. Mom. And it was just, I think that's what it is, though. Like, she makes you feel like you're important. And it's just, it draws you in.
I think that was like that for a lot of people. I mean, COVID and stuff like that. And I know I joined around like COVID time and stuff. And, just being, a mother home with the kids all the time and, everything else. And you couldn't go out and physically see people. This is when like COVID was like heavy.
Exactly, Rena. It was the same for me. It made you feel like you had a sense of community. And people don't realize that you can have that community anywhere. Because
And
even when I was apart, I thought that was it. If you leave, you don't have anywhere else to go. You know?
yeah. And for me, it was
And
for these buttheads that are up here is the reason I speak. 3 of them up here.
Oh my
see,
gosh.
and that's kind of another thing is after we left Natasha, we ended up, I went as far as to, because we did feel like we had nowhere to go, because if we were even seen in a chat, then there would be a live made about us. We got so fed up with it that I spent, oh God, like 3 or 4 days just searching the little world or the big old world of YouTube, trying to find a
Yeah.
completely separate, like, true crime community that we
Yes.
could to where nobody knew us. There would be no backlash. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to worry about any of that, but we could still participate in true crime discussions because that's what we like doing.
Nicole, it's Brittany, your Brittany, talking about Brittany MCF.
Yeah. And
And
Wonderful
this
Life.
Brittany is not Brittany MCF.
Wonderful
No.
Life. It
Wonderful Life.
was for me. Go ahead, Nasa.
She kind of had this martyr type persona she would put in the chats saying, I can handle this, you all can't. I'm just doing this to protect y'all. Like, she really thought she was above everybody else, and it was all she put on her and not us, and she was trying to protect us.
I talked to her so much behind the scenes, and, like, to be honest, like, I never had a close relationship with my mom, and I've always wanted a close relationship to my mom, and so I personally looked at her kind of like a maternal instinct, and I liked having that feeling. And so that's probably what made me get a lot closer to her, is I was lacking that in my everyday life, and that's what I was looking for.
Well, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, and you're probably going to kick me off the panel, but I do want to say
I'm
this.
getting ready to boot you. Hold on.
I'm booing you.
Really, whatever.
Rena.
When I first started, I will give her. Stop it. Give me a second. I mean, I think Natasha, when I first started with the Watts case and stuff, I enjoyed the research, everything else, and I think she did a pretty good job, with some of the true crime and stuff like
When
that.
she
I agree
wants
with
to,
that.
she does.
I
Yeah.
honestly wish that she would get back to that. I don't want her to completely, I want her to be. I don't know her to the extent these other girls know, because like I said, when I started, it was COVID. The interest piqued me. Then we got into the Kessinger channel, and so that's where all that. You know what I mean? But I think that if she went, I'm not here to bash. I'm hoping that maybe she sees this and she'll realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
That's some high hopes,
I'm
Rena.
gonna challenge you a little on that, Rena, because I've evaluated the times that she was good at the true crime that I enjoyed was when some of you were over there, because her mods, obviously, I'm preaching to the choir, does all the work for her. And what she has now
I
are
don't
people
know.
that are engaged in the drama.
Well, and that's what
I was
someone.
only with her for 5 minutes, and I did absolutely nothing.
That's what one of the
According to
questions.
Natasha.
That's what the questions were.
However, I've got like 1,000 pages of like screenshots of the research and blah 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 blah. But anyway, go ahead.
Like, if I'm ever wary of my husband cheating on me, I'm going to Rena. And she's going to be my private investigator, because this girl is beyond
Well,
amazing.
wait. Now I'm just curious. Just curious. Did she have her research team help with the Diet Love Pass incident?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want to know. How many hours?
She
of
actually
death-
had another chat almost built for not hired. Oh Lord. Got some
Nobody was
research
damn
members
hired.
specifically for that. Whatever, Kristen. For that. Don't make me be mean up here. For that. I'm nice, sweet, innocent Rita. Like, come on now.
Okay. She had a whole.
But she
other chat
actually
for that.
got some. Well, no, I mean, not really a whole nother chat. Like, it was her research chat too. But I think she brought people in specifically for that to really look into that.
Yeah.
Well, and as much as it hurts me to say this, I'm gonna say it, and it hurts. Come on, like Bieber and Rena together researching could research anything.
Ugh.
Could give you hours and hours and hours of content.
Oh, it
I
killed
believe
me.
that.
It killed me with It killed me with Bieber. We'll call her Bieber. Bieber too, because you know what? She legitimately, for the longest time, she didn't want any of the drama. Like, she would come in and she would keep me straight. She'd come in and she'd say, "Hey, this is what I looked at. This is what I researched for Watts or whatever," and I kind of fed off of her. So that's why this was all such a big shock. Because I mean, she did really good, like really really good. And I'm hoping she listens to this too, and like she just realizes what
And you guys have said that
her
behind the
potential
scenes,
is.
that she was
No,
very, very
yeah,
good in regards to researching.
it hurt. It hurt. I mean, I just don't understand it. So
Who reached out to that lady for the Day at Love Pass?
It wasn't
Melissa was
Natasha?
that you were Natasha.
I didn't know. She said she got it off the website and sent her an email, and she emailed back. Teddy?
she did
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, I do think she did that. I remember her.
Okay.
And I think she did read the book Dear Terms of Service, because I remember I would be sitting there messaging her, texting her, and she would be like, I'm in the tub, and she would send me a picture of the page.
Oh, I mean, yeah, don't get us mistaken. She did do. I mean, I think she did more for that than she did the Watts case. She was very interested in that, like very, very interested, and she would come and tell us stuff.
Yeah,
I think it was more to one up Melissa when that happened, because there was low key jealousy before Melissa ever left there. Hence the daughter's communion conversation in the chat. She halted that to the quickness. So I don't. Maybe she was interested in it, but I always thought that was just to do one over.
Can I say this too, since we brought up Bieber, and I'm not going to get too much into it. I can tell you, these girls, I didn't, or anything like that. We didn't beg her to try to leave or anything.
No.
That was not it at all. She more so would come and say, I'm going to leave this day, I'm going to leave this time, I'm going to leave. And nobody ever. I think we were actually more supportive of just you do what you need to do, because we didn't want her to go through what we had gone through. You know what I mean? I mean, because there was already starting to be she actually sat with us and watched the live while we were bashed, and we didn't really want her to go through, so we were trying to help her figure out a way not to have to go through that. We never told her.
What's going on, guys? I saw Savannah. Let's see, who do I see in here? We got. I just saw Savannah 9329, and thank you for coming in. Yep, it's an oldie, and I'm not familiar with this. With all the people in here, I think I've seen some of them around, but I'm basically doing a throwback, just to show the similarities. Just do something a little different, a little off the cuff of what is what's being because BJ is the talk of the YouTube streets right now, because of all her shenanigans. So I just thought I'd do it a little different and just do some throwbacks to show how it is. Yeah, it's her mentor. It's her idol. It's somebody she idolizes, obviously, because she acts just like Natasha Cooper. And these are what her mods sound like when they leave. So, and I have one more little, video. I'm not going to show the whole thing of Natasha Cooper. I'm going to leave the links in the chat. And if you guys want to come up, I pinned the Restream link up there. If anybody wants to come up, please feel free to come up because I probably communicate better in that manner, because I feel weird, feel like I'm talking to myself, and I know that you guys hear me, but it's just it's I don't go live that often. I go on panels, but I don't go live that often. So it's a lot more things that you gotta hit this, hit that, mute this, mute that. So my ADHD says, "Oh, fun," but it's it's confusing me. So. Uh, I think, oh, my brain is like, so the way I see it is I see it like a little comedy skit or a little cartoon. So my brain is like, your brain obviously controls every part of your body, right? So in my mind, like I see like a little cartoon and like a brain saying, hey, 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 telling my mouth, say this, say that, say this, say that. And my mouth wants to just like boycott my brain, doesn't want to say all the things that my brain's telling it to say. So I just kind of see that as like a little cartoon in my mind, because I always play little comedy skits in my head, and so sometimes I'll giggle out loud, and people are like, "What are you laughing at?" And it's just because sometimes I got to entertain myself when the conversation gets a little mundane or just a little boring, and I just start like doing little Saturday live skits in my head. So yeah, my brain is like, say this, say that, and my mouth is so tired, doesn't want to say anything anymore. But the brain obviously controls everything, so my mouth doesn't have a choice. So anyway, so I'm gonna let this play, and just wanted to say hi to everybody, and thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. If you're watching from the bushes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Her, like, hey, you have
We
to
were
leave.
trying to be her support system so she had the courage to leave with what she said she wanted to leave.
Well, and
This
I
And then
is
mean,
that
what
got turned around and spun.
I mean, Trenda, who's on panel right now, can even attest to. We didn't try to make her leave.
No, I told Trina time and time again that if she needed to, stop talking to me because I never wanted her to feel like she was in the middle or made to feel guilty for having a relationship with me
Or
because
get
I
in
care
trouble.
about her more than I do with her having stressors in her real life just for being associated with me.
Right. We didn't want her to get in
these
trouble either.
these girls, honestly, honest to God, like I feel like I've known them my whole life. Every one of them up here, and what you see with them right now is how they are privately. And I can tell you, because they can tell you, I go to them about my problems all the time. They are not the type of people to impose their beliefs on you. They support you and they will try to help you be the best that you can be. So I just wanted
Oh,
to
they
say
put
that.
up with me all day, every day. So
Oh,
I gotta
I
give
love
them,
all of y'all.
Oh,
yeah,
trust
give
me, it
them some
isn't easy.
respect.
It isn't easy at all.
I believe
Whew.
it. I believe it. Bryn said,
Natasha after Ching,
oh,
they asked, do you all think the excess money is really going to toys for kids? I want to say if she runs scams similar to one she did previously, she will give some things to kids, but there will always be a cut for her included with it.
why does she have
Okay,
to
so
be a
now with
middleman?
that question, though, I think. Now, see, we all have different opinions, but we're all
Yes.
still best friends. Like,
Yeah.
I think she is going to do Christmas for kids.
Me
Because
too, Kristen.
She has
she
new
has this
subs.
$20,000 fund that she wants everybody to forget
Distract.
about.
Yep.
She wants everybody to
Notice,
forget about that.
notice when she says anything about scamming now, she'll say, they just want to keep saying that I'm scamming the Christmas fund. She leaves the 20,000 out of sight, out of mind. It's just solely on
Well,
that
and if
Christmas
she
fund.
follows through with these Christmas funds going to where they were supposed to go to, then she'll turn around and see guys, and you think I'm going to use the legal fund for something? Not. It's supposed to rest assure everyone who anyone who has doubt that, well, she followed through with the Christmas fund. Why wouldn't she follow through with this? And it's a distraction technique.
Well,
But I think she's skimming off the top no matter what. That's just my opinion.
and so Robbie has a fund, but he has posted who his lawyer is. He has, he's been very open about his situation. When he said because I was watching one of his lives, he said he had asked the lawyer if he could make his name public, and he said, you can put it on a billboard. So to be like, oh, these people, even if I give it to them, they're still going to say I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because you are not transparent. When you have these people donating that much money, you have to be transparent, and especially when you have a history that you do.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because, listen, if she were to tell us who her lawyer is, she acts like we could go to that lawyer and make them drop her case or something. The lawyers obviously know, supposedly, she's got people harassing her, so they would expect us to reach out, and it wouldn't work. Like, no harm,
Exactly.
no foul, us knowing
It
the.
would actually build her case even more.
Correct.
Yes.
It would be. I witnessed it myself as her lawyer. That this is what I saw.
Can I
Bryn,
read Bryn's question?
yes,
Yeah,
please go
I
for it.
was sitting here. Okay, I mean, this is what I would say. The other girls, I mean, I know I kind of said it to one the other day in one of the chats, but this is kind of what we're here for. We're here for support. It's not really, it may not seem like it. These girls can tell you. I know I come off as a very tough person, but
She's the mushiest
it's
of
not.
them all. What?
I'm not mushy. Ew.
I know you're not.
Anyway, you'll get through it, and you know what? It'll make you feel 10 times better. Especially, and I'm not saying it's going to be any different whether you're a mom or not, or a dad or whatever, but just how you feel after leaving, it's very eye opening.
And it's like a weight has been lifted off our shoulders.
You
It
have a
has.
different
It
set of
has.
eyes.
I mean,
completely
we had to
different set
be
of
there.
eyes.
At least one of us had to be there 24/7. Like in these chats, like if she came in chat at 3 a.m. for some of us and was like, I'm having such a bad day, we had to be there. And at least one of us was. It was, she literally had, all she had to do was pick up her phone 24/7 and type in, hey, in one of the chats, and she would reach one of us.
But
And
I will
don't have
let
to
you
do that.
all. I'm not giving you my friends up here, but if you choose to leave, I will lend them to talk for a little bit.
yeah, like contrary to what anybody's been told or what you may believe, we are very welcoming people. I mean, I extend my hand to anybody. If you need to talk or just someone to listen, reach out. We're not people who, look down on anybody because we've all been there.
And there is privacy, unfortunately. In our land,
Yes.
there is privacy. So what is said in private is how it should be. It's private. We're not going to come up on here and say, well, so-and-so reached out. I also want to say, too, on the regards of, um, if you've done terrible things, you may just hold off for a little bit before going or try to reach out to people and apologize and stuff. You can't expect to decide you're going to leave today and tomorrow everybody on YouTube is going to forgive. It takes time. It took time for us, for people too. There's still people, you know what I
There's
mean?
still
That,
people
and
that
you just
won't
have to
talk to
accept
us.
it.
There's still people that don't even, want to talk to us at all. The girls have reached out, apologized, and they basically said F you. And that's, they can.
And there's absolutely no hard feelings. None at all.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Especially when we have seen now, with our eyes open, the whole MJ stuff. And you can't expect somebody who's been through something like that just to be like, oh yeah, it's okay. It's all swept under the rug. We're all best friends. It's not going to happen that way. And you can't expect anybody to be that way.
Well, that, and I think it takes time, at least a couple weeks or so, just to kind of sit back and watch, and then you can really fully feel sorry for what you've done.
Right. Gladys, I will say, I am one of the people that went at Emma Clover in that chat. I apologized to the person whose chat it was in. I was heated. We just had dealt with another person that you mentioned the day before coming into a chat, and we started to feel like, what the hell? We know as mods, Natasha sends people. She sends people undercover all the time to rile up people, to turn on each other.
I'm not going to speak for these girls again, but I feel like I handled that the wrong way. And I also apologize. And I'm not saying the apology needs to be accepted, but we are very protective girls.
Yes.
I'm not going to get into the whole story, but very protective girls. And yeah, it was a tough situation. Have we learned from that? Yes. I said, you know what? We need to just go in by ourselves when we go into chats. And even if we're just going in normal, because I don't ever want anybody to think that we're banging up on people, because we aren't about that.
And look, I probably reacted the worst out of everybody. And I will say, and I have apologized, and I'll apologize again. I should have not raised my voice or cursed at anyone. But hey, tensions are high. Some things happened. That's not how I conduct myself. And I'm sorry for the way that I went about. I'm sorry for how I handled it, but I can't say that I'm sorry for the things that I said, because that would be disingenuous, and that's just me being honest.
No, Gladys, I See Dead People is no longer with Natasha, apparently. That's what Gladys was asking. She was asking, I saw Clover and I See Dead People. Are they both there? Clover is still with
because she
Natasha.
said was she mistreated. And you know what? I went at her. I did. I was shocked. I wasn't even on YouTube, and I go on YouTube and I seen that name and how they were downplaying what they did. Like, people don't understand us as a group. When everything was happening to MJ, we were there. We went through it all with her. So
we feel each other's pain.
Well, yeah. Basically, I'm not going to say I felt her pain, but I've seen it. I had to hear her cry. And I wouldn't change what I did. I wouldn't. But to then go in a chat and see somebody minimizing what they did to her. I reacted.
That's never going to sit well with any of us.
Well, no, and so before I was with Natasha, I'm kind of like, I'll tell you like it is. I don't hold back. But then when I got with Natasha, I kind of like was bubbled back like into myself. Now I'm going to be myself, and you can like me or you don't have to. I mean, I am who I am.
Well, that's kind of
Southern Lady, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I don't believe that she did an overnight flip. I'm sorry, did I make it seem like I trust IC deaf people or something? Because I meant she's not with Natasha, but I don't trust her intentions whatsoever, and that's the entire reason I put up some boundaries right now, and that's the entire reason that we're here, because boundaries are healthy, right? If Nasa was up here, she'd say boundaries are healthy.
Yeah, Nasa needs to be up here.
Nasa, come up here.
Danger.
You let me up here.
No, we have a right, just like anybody else. We're all individuals, and we all have our feelings. There's always two sides to a story, and I think considering everything, we've kept to ourselves. We've been quiet. Instead of reacting and causing issues with anyone, we've decided to create a channel, and we're going to do things the right way. We can't make anybody else choose who comes in their chat. So we make our own channel, and we're going to be respectful. And that's all we can do, right? I mean, I don't understand. There's a lot of water under the bridge with some people, and in our own time, Melissa's own time, Trenda's, Raina's, Nasa's, Kristen's, everybody has to decide in their own time if they want to forgive somebody.
Correct, Southern Lady. There's a few people that us girls on panel have all in unison agreed that we don't personally feel comfortable letting them in that close to us right now. We want to keep those boundaries up, and we can't expect every other anti-Natasha channel or awareness channel to bend over backwards for what we want, right? So we created this platform, and there's a few people that are not welcome here because we need space and boundaries. And
we did this not to cause commotion. I mean, honestly. So what happened that day didn't happen. We truly do apologize for going in the way that we did. So we wanted to have our safe place.
Mm-hmm. It was very triggering for me. I had just been in a situation with IC Dead people like 2 to 3 days before the whole Clover situation.
I think it was really just the day before, MJ.
Yeah, it may have just been the day before. All I know is that it triggered me badly. And that's not I know now that's not anyone else's responsibility, but I deserve also to have a place. These girls deserve also to have a place, or anyone in the chat who may not be ready. Okay, even if the person apologized, I could acknowledge your apology. I could appreciate your apology. That doesn't mean I'm ready to accept that apology.
Yes, that is BJ. This is a 2021 mods of Natasha Cooper's. They're ex mods. They started a little channel, and they only have like 3 videos or 3 little clips on there. But this is the longest like little discussion they had, and they're talking about all the things that were happening behind the scenes, how she operates, Natasha Cooper operates, and that's that's BJ's mentor. So I figured I'd switch it up and show a little bit different way of looking at BJ and looking at maybe where she got all her little tricks of the trade, the crooked tricks of the trade came from. So that's what I'm doing. And so I'm going to show some Natasha Cooper in just a minute, but I just wanted to let this play so we can hear BJ, because I hear that her accent's not so thick, and she's trying to talk sweet, but I still think it's fake, and I think it's a facade, and I still think she's still, she thinks she's slick right here. And this is before she just done lost her marbles, and she's where she is now. But this is prior to. This is probably getting ready to amp up about 2021, where she's like, "Oh, I got these bright ideas, and look at what we got now."
and that also doesn't mean I'm ready to be around you, see you in my face all the time if I'm not certain about what your motives or intentions are yet. So I want a healthy space.
I also want to say during that time, I mean, I'm not trying to bring anything up, but Melissa actually, she was missing. Um, I had to literally tell her to get her butt back in. So there was nothing going on behind anywhere. There was nothing, you know, nothing at all, absolutely nothing going. We were all very concerned for our friends.
We're not doing anything behind the scenes at all, except this
And we
channel.
talk to our friends about how we feel, but how is that wrong?
And our friends, I mean, we have up here, there may be a couple extra, that's who we talk to.
Yep.
Yeah, like we talk to each other about how we feel.
We don't always agree.
No, definitely not. And if that
well,
is how,
you all agree with me because you need to.
No,
I'm only playing.
definitely not you. Definitely not you.
So for a solid week straight, things have been said, and that there's people in the background that are going after other channels, trying to sway people from those channels. That's not happening. I have no desire. None of these girls have a desire to go after anybody. We're so
That's freaking hilarious. Try to sway them from their channels. That's what she does right now. She gaslights her audience and she says, if you're going to go over there, and she answers questions with questions when they try to confront her in the chat. And, if you ever notice I notice that's what she does that like all the time, when somebody asks a question like, how come, where's the money, where's this or where's that, or whatever question they ask her that she finds offensive and she finds that she's being dogpiled on, she'll say, well, let me ask you this. And she always answers a question with a question every single time. Almost, I would say 90% of the time she's answering a question with a question. If you just sit and listen to her, I've listened to this girl way too long because I used to my first initial person that I started my YouTube channel was Benny Keys. He's the reason why I started my YouTube channel way back in the day. And now I'm just, I'm not following him because already did my due diligence because I was really engrossed in the West Boy case with their names, their adopted names were Orrin and Orson, but their birth names were Classic and Sincere. And they did get the family did get justice, but they didn't get any peace because they still haven't found the boys' bodies. But all that aside, that's kind of jumping off the.
over the drama. I mean, you heard there. I wasn't a mod. Melissa was. I think Melissa was a mod. But anyway, we've had enough.
Was I muted? I was muted, wasn't I? Anyway, I said we got to put a stick in her spokes. That's what we got to do. That's what we're trying to do. Or that's what we're just bringing awareness to the F shit. Oh, I said the F shit. I still said a bad word. But anyway, I think it's hilarious how she's saying, "Oh, they're trying to sway him from the other channels and this and that," and she does the complete opposite. And she's, her fake outrage, her fake, all the bullshit, all the bullshit. So she sounds a little sophisticated here, but not too much. Sounds like her wheels are turning. So, like I said, we got to put a stick in her spokes, like the boys used to do to each other when they're riding their bikes. When I was young, they used to just to watch them fly over the handlebars. They get a stick and they, as they're riding by, put it in their spokes. It sounds bad. It sounds terrible. But back then, it was all right. We used to build forts and stuff outside. We were actually outside. Um, we didn't have the video. We had video games, but we just had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that, Sega, all that stuff. We weren't engrossed as much as the kids are anymore on the video games. But anyway, yeah, that's the plan. Stick in the spokes, like of her little game plan. We gotta just put them in both sides, both tires, the front and the back. Let's just stop her in her tracks.
Was a mod.
I said you was a mod.
The credit
She was a mod, but she didn't have to follow mod rules.
Yeah, Melissa was a mod. But
I think that's another reason why we had this preconceived
At
idea
least for
of
me.
Ade, because
they
she
hated
came
me.
in and
But we didn't leave because of Melissa, but that was my issue with
No.
Melissa.
And they still reached out to me.
my
Sorry,
issue was she was able to go to Mandy's chat and give her good wishes if she wanted to.
Yeah.
And not get scolded for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of mods. There's a couple that are still there that can go wherever and can say something and not be scolded.
I would have hated me too.
Well, and the person that usually, like Natasha, would have scold them is gone now. So.
Phone's blowing up. Yes, Jordan. So we have. Oops, wait. Nasa hopped down, but there's Nasa. There's Brittany. Brittany is the only one who wasn't a mod for Natasha. Then we have Raina, Trenda, and Kristen. I don't know if I pointed all in the right way, but that is everyone. Yes, Southern Lady, and I agree. I agree with that completely. They asked, do you think Natasha is aware of her actions, or do you think she is aware but does not give a shit, or do you think she's totally unaware? And Wonderful Life, I don't think I was really a different mod. I was never added to a mod group. I only talked to Natasha, and I think she knew, and I'm not meaning this to be like disrespectful, but if she ever tried to tell me I couldn't go somewhere, that just wouldn't, I would flip the fuck out. And that's probably because I wasn't with her long term and got conditioned like that. It just wouldn't happen.
Can you highlight Suzanne's comment for me?
On that question real quick there, I think, this is my opinion and my opinion only. I think sometimes she does fully want to try to get out of the drama, but I think then she sees money. Unfortunately, the drama sells. And when she realizes she's not making any money off of her, true crime or anything like that, I think that's when she goes back into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Susan, her question. So I'm only speaking for myself. I believe, I'm going to name one specific one. DTOS, they use Natasha's own words to make their videos. They don't body shame. They don't talk about her children. Now, I don't agree with the body shaming. I'm a big girl. I don't agree with that because that would hurt. It would hurt me just like it hurts her. I also don't agree with bringing the kids up. Those kids did nothing.
Mm-mm.
They did nothing. I know one of them, well, two of them are grown, but I still don't think they should be talked about. Because I don't think they know half of the stuff going on YouTube.
There's no room for low blows. There's no need for it, especially when she gives you
enough.
Yeah.
There's enough other stuff to talk about. I mean, her scams, how she conducts herself on lives. That's content
We
for
want to
days.
focus on the bullying and harassment that goes on, and not just by Natasha, about people who are there by their partaking like we did, day after day.
Yes,
that's what we want to focus on. We don't feel that if we were to lower ourselves to body shaming, that will make us no different than Natasha.
And for
we
me,
don't
I have
notice it.
children. I'm teaching my children not to do that stuff. So how would it be any better for me to? I've never been one to do that out.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? In the public or anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm innocent when you're kind of like when you're sitting with a friend and you're somewhere. You may say something like, "Look at that person" or whatever. But I've never been one to publicly do something like that.
Well,
Like
I think
a
we
life
all.
off the grid said and she shames everyone. Yeah, she does. But we
Hmm.
don't want to be like her.
Ever.
And it's
We want,
hard. Trust me, there are times I want to call a bitch out, if you know what I'm saying. But
but
then
Yeah,
I.
that's
but you
what makes
can,
you
and you can
different.
privately. You can
Yeah.
privately. You have friends to talk to. I'm not going to say I've never made a meme. I have, but
Right.
I don't publicly put them out there.
Kristen, you
Yeah.
have?
I
I'm
vent
only
to my
playing.
friends. Yes, I have.
I have actually even said that, like when Melissa was going through all of the horrible stuff that happened to her. Sometimes go in real life on someone, or actually doing something to them in real life, right in front of them, would be better than throwing a horrible meme up of someone and publicly shaming them in front of thousands of people.
Wait,
So
are you talking to us, Life Upgrade? I'm sorry, I'm getting confused because you just said here. Have you heard NT talk shit about kids and go life? I'm sorry, not truth is truth. Yeah, we're all aware she does that. We're saying that though.
She's talked
We
about
don't.
my own child,
Yeah, we don't
but
want
that
to do
doesn't
that.
mean I have to lower myself to her standards and be like her just to rebuttal.
Two
There's
wrongs
many
don't make a
other things
right.
that I can emphasize on that are wrong that I can rebuttal about without going to the extreme that she is. Because you have to remember, Natasha, she uses that against you and lumps everybody together.
absolutely.
So if we are shaming her, if we are talking about her children, if we are going real life, that's true to all of those subs that follow Natasha.
Yeah.
If they see it, it's true. So that brings more emphasis on Natasha being a victim of something. And Natasha is far from a victim.
And Nasa, I think there was something else that you and I talked about, and I think the other girls, we've all talked about it. The subs over there. The subs over there are a major contributor to the drama and the harassment, and some of the things they say in that chat are far worse than things that even Natasha says.
But that's what Natasha does, is she gets her chat rolled up so they say everything that she agrees with, but she doesn't actually say it. So when she can go back and say, well, I never said that about you, she gave everybody else ammo to say that about you and a platform to speak about you. Her as a channel creator should set the tone. And she doesn't. She says one thing, but acts another.
Hey, Angela, it's good that you're here. I'm happy.
Hey, Angela.
Yes, I can't type. Hello, Angela.
Well,
If I go on the
proud to
YouTube,
say-
you may lose me.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry, Life
Angela.
Upgrade. Sorry, sometimes context and is hard reading it through a message. But I'm pro all the channels that are doing anti-Natasha or awareness channels. I don't agree with all the channels and how they may go about certain things, but I am in support of keeping eyes on her, calling this
Keeping
out.
the focus on Natasha, exactly.
Not that
And everybody's
long ago,
not going to agree with us.
right? But not that long ago, there was no one. We had the people of social media, and then the D2S came about, and they're amazing awareness channels. But what I mean by is there was no lives, there was no, I don't want to say community, but that's what I mean, like no interaction, no support system if you did want to leave. I'm happy that now there is support system and there is options, and if you do leave, you have a variety of places you will be welcomed and can go. I am pro that.
We didn't have that. We
No,
didn't have that. We had each other. All we had was us.
You
Yeah,
got
people of social
ostracized, you got
media.
pulled out.
People of social media is, I mean, literally, it tells you everything that she has done. Everything.
Yeah.
For people, social media was a huge eye opener.
Yeah, I'm totally in support for channels like that.
Mm-hmm.
And see, but see, like, and that's the biggest thing for me, and and I'm sure I'm sure the other ladies can agree. The whole point and like the whole thing we're getting at is you can point. We agree with them pointing out the things she's doing and stuff like that, but make sure you're telling the truth without all the low blows, because that is what causes all the backlash, and it gives them ammo. Like if you can tell your truth without the added twisting of things or, low blows or body shaming or bringing the kids into it, then, I support you 1000%. I will, all of it. But
Well,
it's those, it's all the extras that I just don't agree with.
Well, honestly, how many times has it happened, right? Where we will get what feels like 5 steps ahead, and then somebody lows or does something that is just foul and shouldn't have happened, and then it sets us 10 steps back. And that's one of the things that's one of our major downfalls, since we're all considered, a whole. We can't get ahead because people are making mistakes left and right and just going too far. You don't have to do that. Like, she plays a game. Natasha is calculated, and she freaking is so strategic. It's like a chess game, and you have to play her at her own game.
Well, you have to look at it from her subs point of view. So you have to remember that she tells her subs, do not go over to these hate channels. Don't even stick up for me. There's a reason that she says that. It's because she doesn't want people to listen to the other side.
And judge for themselves.
And that is a characteristic of a cult, where they shut down any readings or any speeches or anything whatsoever that is preaching a different narrative than their own. Okay. And what you don't want is, if a sub does decide, I want to go look for myself, and they come in and you are just attacking, and I'll be like, I'm not saying I'm innocent. I've made comments too that I probably should not. Well, no, I definitely should not have made. And I get, I get there too. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel guilty. I'm just saying, if you look at it from the subscriber's point of view and they come in, something like D2S or people's social media, where that's why I think their channels are the best, simply because there is no opinion. This is not my perspective. This is facts. Here's screenshots. Here's her own words. Here's her own voice. You be the decider of it. But if you come in and you're poking fun, people won't stay long enough to actually look at the information. They're just going to say they're pieces of shit. They're attacking her for this, that, and that makes her appear to be the victim. And she will focus on those people, and she will play the fucking victim.
But there's a reason why she doesn't play people of social media and DTOS's videos during her lives. It's because they don't go below the belt. It's 100% facts, no emotions invested behind it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's possible to have a reset, not to be friends or have relationships, but to start back at baseline prior to all this? If so, what would it take? Are you referring to people? Who are you referring to with?
I think she's
if you're saying Natasha, no.
Okay, so I have something to say about that. We tried not to become friends with her or anything, but we did try a chat. It was actually a chat that I had. And we tried to chat to try to kind of not say sorry, because we don't owe her any apology. We don't even really need her to apologize to us, but kind of talk. And she ended up doing a live with that chat.
Well, she told, I would have reached out in a heartbeat, and I considered it to say, let's just stop. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. But she insisted that she was not going to stop, at least coming for me, until I got on her panel and owned my shit. So I knew that there was no possibility of reaching out. And when I left, when I went to go leave before she did my live, I had no intention of mentioning her. I had no intention of doing a live. I just planned on, this is where I go my own separate way. And she's the one who went public, because there is no behind the scenes with it. There is, everything is public with her. Privacy is a privilege. It's not something that's granted.
She likes to poke that bear.
Yeah, anything that happens behind the scenes, it's going to be publicly dragged because it is content. So there is no going behind the scenes and saying, hey, let's just drop it. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. That's not possible with Natasha.
And as far as myself, just to kind of feed off, or not really feed off, but to kind of
feed off of it. Sorry.
But to kind of, on my side, will I ever speak to Natasha again? Is there ever any possibility of us making amends or anything like that? Probably not. But, and because I'm, all this, I guarantee is probably getting back to her, and she's probably watching. Because of the fact that I did not do it myself, because I was going through a lot, I want to go public, and I will say thank you to her for donating the $100 to the GoFundMe that I had out there when I lost my father in September. As far as ever communicating with her again, I won't. But I do want to publicly thank her for that, because along with all these other ladies up here and the few others who had left, out of anybody that I have been friends with the last few years, Natasha knew just how important that man was to me. And so I can appreciate and I thank her contribution to that. But as far as friendship or anything like that, no.
No, you can't trust, once that trust is gone, like that at least, it's gone. I mean, she goes on a public platform shaming people, and it's just hard for me to even consider. I mean, okay, so sorry. If she were to stop the scamming and just focus on her little true crime channel, well, not little, it's big, but her true crime channel. Okay. But she doesn't need to be scamming people. She doesn't need to be dragging people. And, she kept saying, oh,
That sounds exactly like BJ today. Huh? If she just were to focus on her thing, she'd be good. That's what everybody says, right? It's oh my god, it's so weird. It's like almost like a Back to the Future movie, you know. Hello, McFly.
well, you guys told me to go back to true crime, and I did. And now look. But you were still live every night on your Recline channel, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Every night.
Exactly. And honestly, and this is just my personal opinion, if Natasha were to put her focus strictly back into true crime and, just normal everyday discussions about the cases and, true crime related, I don't think she realizes just how far she could actually go with that if she put her focus back into strictly that and not the drama.
She has potential.
Exactly. She could do so much.
I'm chuckling at Jennifer's question that you have up, so.
I'll answer it when Trina's done.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, Trina, I want to cut you off. I just had to, if you heard me chuckling, it should have been you.
Well, she asked Melissa, did you welcome these ladies back with open arms right away, or did it take some time? Okay, so let me be clear. I don't really, and I don't mean this to be rude, I don't remember any of them from my time with Natasha. Like,
hello, you remembered me. You told me that.
The only person I remember by name. Like I remember your name, Marina S. And so I came in hot like a wrecking ball. I was never put into a mod chat, so I never really talked to any of these girls. I totally understand why they probably hated me, because like if I knew then the conditions they were put under, and then what I came in, all of a sudden I start texting every day with Natasha all day. I'm up on her panel every day. She's messaging me and we're having inside jokes, and they're left like, what the fuck? But we still have to follow all the rules. We can't go in this chat. We can't go in that chat.
And we had to clean up the mess.
Yeah. And yeah, they were left to clean up the mess. So they had left right before me, like Rena, like it was a couple of weeks before me, you and Trenda, right? Beginning of May, I was end of May.
Yeah.
So
yes.
When I had my falling out with Natasha, I remember I got a message from Rena and reaching out and checking in if I was okay. And me and Rena had not really ever spoken before. And the only thing I knew about these girls is what Natasha told me.
Wait a second. I had messaged you when I was with Natasha to save you, because I'm going to tell you this about Melissa. She could never hack anything. I had to explain to this girl how to private her Facebook, because she had it all wide open for everybody. But anyway, go ahead.
So Rena reached out to me, and I remember she was asking if I was okay, and I was nervous as fuck because Natasha got in my head and said this about them and this about them, and look, they're all moving in a mob and they're trying to invade wherever I go. Meanwhile, actually no, they just said, why don't they have the ability to stay in this community? But they reached out to me, and these girls, despite, you have to keep in mind what they probably felt about me in that moment, and they probably hated me, they still saw me and felt the need to reach out. And when, like, you guys have heard me refer to them a million times on my channel, like if it wasn't for my mod, my friends, my family, that's what I refer to them as, I would not have been able to get through that situation. And these are the exact girls I'm referring to when I say that. I'm Brandon, Susie.
She was very hesitant. I have to tell you all this. This is why I chuckled. When I said to her, I talked to her for probably about a day or so, and then I let the other girls know. I was like, hey, would you guys be willing to go into a group? Because I felt terrible for Melissa. I wanted her to have support because she had like no support.
No.
And I have to actually go back, but I just remember asking her, and I can hear it in Melissa's voice now, even though it was her type. And she just kind of was like, what? What do you want to do? Why?
Well, she was like, would you be willing to go into a group chat with all the rest of the former mods? And I was like this is a setup. Oh, shit.
Melissa's like, oh, damn.
And then I spoke bad things about you guys, you know? And at that point, like, and we'll talk about that either tonight or another time, but what you're left, the feelings you're left with when you leave Natasha, your trust is gone. And you don't know who's genuinely coming to you, who's not genuinely coming to you, who's reporting back to Natasha. You don't know anything. And that made me really fearful. And
she didn't know how we felt about her. I want to stress this too. She didn't know. Nobody said it. Natasha didn't tell her how we truly felt or the things that we said. We actually personally, it took us about a couple weeks or whatever. I don't even remember how long. But we told Melissa on a phone call. We were like, we have to tell you this. So it wasn't even at that point she didn't know, but we wanted to be honest.
Right. And it's not really even that bad what happened between y'all and her either. So I don't really think you can compare you guys to what's going on right now.
But to be fair, it wasn't. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. We didn't have a huge falling out with her.
No, and we never made fun of her whole situation with what occurred at the end of May. We never.
That's what I'm saying. It's like comparing apples to oranges or something. You can't even compare the two. It's completely different.
Publicly, it was just within their own chat. And honestly, I would have done much worse if I was in their situation. But who's glitching? All right. But I'm telling you, you can, and I've said this before, you can feel someone's energy. And the way these girls were there for me, and this is why I will go to the world to fight for them, because it was not easy to be my friend at that point. There was no anti-Natasha channels. There was no support system. If you were my friend, you were going to get called out. You were going to get dragged. You were going to get lives made about it. And these girls put themselves in the line of fire to make sure I wasn't alone. And they helped me through every fucking day. That's why I'm in like a forever debt. Every day, all day, crying, just a mess. And they're the reason I got through it.
Well, me and Melissa got called Brittany and Tipsy, for God's sakes. Like, they were over there laughing and saying, look at them. That's the new Brittany and Tipsy with 5 in the chat. Look at them now. I mean, I have been accused of being in love with Melissa. Are you freaking kidding me?
I just have to say, real quick, I need to hop off. I have my kids going back to school tomorrow, so I'm going to get them down.
Serena?
No, yeah, I just don't want to be rude and just hop off, but
love you, lady.
I can't wait.
Love you, Serena.
No, mushy in public. Come on, whatever.
That's the second time ever on my channel. I'm so proud of you.
So proud of
awesome.
you. Thank
I've been on paddle.
Second time.
No, actually, this is like the 3rd or the 4th time.
What?
I did the Natasha mod panel. I did the other thing panel. I did.
And whether she was right, wrong.
Anything they ever owed me an apology. That's the only way I could put it. But the other.
But like I discussed before,
never made fun of her with the whole situation.
Called Brittany and Tipsy, for God's sake. It's completely different.
Publicly, it was just within their own chat. And honestly, I would have done much worse if I was in their situation. But who's glitch? All right. But I'm telling you, you can, and I've said this before, you can feel someone's energy. And the way these girls were there for me, and this is why I will go to the world to fight for them, because it was not easy to be my friend at that point. There was no anti-Natasha channels. There was no support system. If you were my friend, you were going to get called out. You were going to get dragged. You were going to get lives made about it. And these girls put themselves in the line of fire to make sure I wasn't alone. They helped me through every fucking day. That's why I'm in like a forever debt. Every day, all day, crying, just a mess. And they're the reason I got through it.
Well, me and Melissa got called Brittany and Tipsy, for God's sakes. Like, they were over there laughing and saying, look at them. That's the new Brittany and Tipsy with 5 in the chat. Look at them now. I mean, I have been accused of being in love with Melissa. Are you freaking kidding me?
I just have to say, real quick, I need to hop off. I have my kids going back to school tomorrow, so I'm going to get them settled down.
Serena?
No, yeah, I just don't want to be rude, hop off, but
love you, lady.
I can't wait.
No,
mushy in public. Come on, whatever.
That's the second time ever on my channel. I'm so proud of you.
Awesome.
Thanks.
I've been on paddle.
Second time.
No, actually, this is like the 3rd.
How did I know? Called Brittany and Tipsy, for God's sakes. Like, they were over there laughing.
Paddle.
Second time.
No, actually, this is like the 3rd.
because we needed to be there and support somebody and lift them up because
Love you.
Okay, bye.
thanks for stopping by, Brandy.
Yes,
Believe it or
hi,
not, at one point or another, we all have gotten an I love you from her at least one time.
she's a tough cookie. But
She's
seriously,
gonna
I
yell at
really
you saying that on panel.
there was nothing
Yeah, she's gonna kill me.
like what the girls did for me far exceeded anything they ever owed me in an apology. That's the only way I could put it. But the other
But like I discussed before, though, Melissa, I don't think you realize how much it helped us as well, because we needed to be there and support somebody and lift them up because we wanted to prove not just to prove we were changed people, but I think it really helped us with understanding the trauma that people go through and being affected by Natasha.
Kind of like proved it to ourselves, really.
Yeah.
Because we were so disgusted at what we were doing. So it proved it to like ourselves, like,
yeah, Lala.
Yeah, you're still there. Lala, don't ignore Vivian. I'm just kidding.
They asked, was there something, did you feel, and I'm sorry for the people who asked this forever ago, I just wrote them down, but did you feel like you were part of a cool crowd when you were with Natasha?
I felt opposite.
Yeah. No, I felt more like it was a full-time job and you were defending a friend. Yeah. It was not cool. It was not, it never inflated our egos to be that person. It was more just you're defending a person till the end.
Mm-hmm. And that's just the type of people that we are. Is we, even through the wrongs and whether she was right, wrong, indifferent, like it didn't matter. Like she was our friend and we cared about her because we thought that the friendship was two-sided, not just one. And we cared about her very much. Just like Melissa, I look at her as a mom figure.
Yeah. Well, learning like all of your stories and hearing what she done to y'all and seeing things, it really made me realize that people to her are 100% disposable. She looks at you like
a number.
Yeah, I can find another one of you. So go ahead, leave. I don't care.
Akasha, I love that peacock. Don't change it. Sorry.
Yeah, we were going for it in my live, and I said someone's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I don't know why one of the comments reminded me of that, but I have to laugh about something she said in a live too, about how we were nothing. We were expendable, we were replaceable, and we were nothing but her. God, how did she word it? She like she was our employer type deal.
Yeah.
It's like I thought
she's running a business.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And these people meant nothing to me. They did nothing for me. That's why nobody knows who they are.
Because we were behind the scenes. Like
we were behind the scenes.
Like
she found people to rally for her. She found people to rally for her to the point where, like in any other situation, people go that hard for somebody is getting something in return, like a part of the money or something, right?
Whoa, hold up. Justice for all, you have Peacock Christmas tree? Shut up.
No way.
Don't mention that in here. This whole conversation just got derailed. We're going to be talking about
I'm sorry, total distraction. I'm totally distracted right now and focused on Peacock Christmas.
This is like full stop. Yeah.
Oh, Sheila. Oh, Sheila. Can kiss my ass.
Where it looks like a fruit.
Look at all them sodas he's got.
He got some Jack to go with it.
I'm beyond irritated right now.
Pay for 20 for me, please.
Go pay your own gas.
Please. I said please.
Luke, go pay for the girls.
I'm going to get a drink. I'll go with
Will you get me one too with ice, please, Dr. Pepper?
You paying for it?
I don't care. Get my card.
What's paying for it?
I'm pissed. And I'm going to tell you what I'm pissed about. I'm pissed at Sheila, the note taker of all time, who thinks she's some wonderful person who I actually took up for because I thought that she was better than those other two. But this is what I've got to say to every one of them. So today they post in there about one of my mods, Kristen, and posted a link to all of my other mods, pictures and bios. Well, this is what I've got to say to every one of y'all. My mods are my family, and they have more integrity in their freaking pinky finger than any of you people have in any part of your body. They know something that's called loyalty and honesty and friendship. And some of you know nothing about that. All that y'all know about is stirring drama, which is exactly what Sheila is doing. I apologized to Sheila for what was said about her. And now she's over there in that group acting like she is, oh, whoa, pitiful as me, talking about my mods. When Sheila herself has ran her shit trap mouth about anybody and everybody about this case in that group. Y'all want to see them screenshots? Because I got them of her running her mouth. Nina too, about everybody over there. They're quick to flip and run, but they sure don't mind shit talking people. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of how fake they are. There's nothing fake about me. Nothing. I am the same in person as I am right here. There's nothing any different. The only difference between these asshats and my mods is my mods are loyal. And Sheila, I know your nosy note-taking ass is watching. Your notes are shit. We put up with you because we felt bad for you. Because you were so desperate for somebody's approval. And you're always paranoid about this one, paranoid about that one. Private messaging from this one, private message to that one. Why?
The machine didn't work. It had a sign on it.
What machine?
The drink machine.
You ain't no better than anybody else. Kristen, yes, Kristen was on Catfish. She sure was. She was on Catfish and apologized for being a catfish. She is a much better person now because of it. What are you? But a shit-talking, backstabbing bitch. Every one of y'all. Y'all got caught talking shit about me and about Wendy and everything else that you can. And I called y'all out on it to the entire group of researchers and mods. So y'all all got your asses on your shoulders. Every one of y'all came and apologized to me after that. I got those screenshots too of the apologies. But then every one of y'all ran over there to that group talking shit when I didn't accept your shit ass apologies. But you want to call Kristen out, and you want to get everybody over there in that group making fun of Kristen? How does that make you any better? Then you're going to pull up the link, Alexa Seward, one of the biggest shit stirs over there? You want to
Sounds like
post the
BJ, huh?
link
I'm trying
to
to
the
turn her down.
mods and tell people to go look at them and see what they can dig up about my mods? Who are you? How are you important? You're not.
Oh, sorry.
Important than anybody else. Still lying like what is not acceptable, Tiffany? Lying like what? On catfish? Who are you to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm not judging Kristen. She's not catfishing me. I see her on live all the time. Kristen has been nothing but good to me. And I don't base my opinions on others based on what some other idiot tells me about them. I actually get to know the person or watch them and make my own opinions. I don't base it on their past. I base it on their current. Y'all want to go talking about past? Oh, we could do that too. But I can assure you there's a lot of you that don't want us to do that. And I'm not stooping to your level because every one of y'all are trash. Y'all don't like me. Y'all, for whatever reason, Sheila and Nina and Kimberly, I know why they don't like me because I didn't accept their bullshit and didn't keep them on my team.
She sounds just like BJ.
Trust you, I have no reason to keep you on my team. So then they did exactly what we knew they were going to do. Exactly what we knew they were going to do. Tucked their tail and ran to the other side and the asshats to talk shit just like every other person who leaves has done. It is the most predictable
I see it too.
ever. Because they have to have attention from somewhere. So they run over to the merry band of asshats, join forces, and become asshats or us.
That's
and talk
us.
shit about anybody and everybody that they can.
Sounds like BJ.
So the newest target of Sheila's is Kristen and my mods. And I will say exactly what I said about Sheila. I said I could barely understand what she said at night. It sounded like she had shit in her mouth.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I have zero problem owning up to it
Wow.
because that's exactly what it sounded like. I didn't say anything about her having a lisp. I said it sounded like she was chewing something and had shit in her mouth.
Wow. I think Natasha would crush BJ with the vileness. Cause she looks more. You could take her more seriously. Like like she ain't playing. Like she's gonna let you know. I'm not scared of her, but I'm just saying. She looks a little more convincing than BJ does. She just looks a little more convincing. Sounds a little more convincing, but I'm not convinced. But to somebody from the outsider looking in, yeah, she would. If there was a celebrity or a content creator death, like the MTV, or what was it, MTV, the celebrity death match, Natasha and BJ. I don't know. I don't know Natasha that well, so.
And then these people twist everything to make it look whatever way they can to fit their agenda, which is to turn everybody against me. Well,
There's BJ.
I will tell people what I've
Step
said.
right up, BJ. Here's your mentor. This is your life.
Zero. And for me,
Step right up, BJ. This is your life. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Let's see how. Because she sounds just. Oh my God, she's like spitting image.
these other trashy bitches who run over to the Asshats or Us club,
That's us.
she has integrity.
It's
And she is a mind of her own.
hilarious.
And she
Oh Lord have mercy. She sounds like the gaslight BJ we know.
Not believe all the other drama.
She looks like she wants to
Now
beat you up.
done with this. Done with it. I went this morning and I started the first steps to take care of this mess.
This mess that I caused.
And I'm not stopping there.
They said they didn't get to talk to each other. The mods couldn't talk to each other, just like how BJ has them in separate
The only
chats.
thing that we are trying to do is bring attention to Shayna's case and find Shayna Peoples. I don't care about Sheila Rusher, however the hell you say her shit mouth name. I don't care about Nina Antonura, whatever the hell her name is, that lives in New York and says she's associated with the mob. Who gives a shit? I don't care about none of them. They are nothing to me. Nothing. They mean nothing.
That sounds like BJ.
The person that means something is Shayna.
This is your life.
Not them. Nobody is irreplaceable, and I can assure you that those two are not, because they didn't do jack diddly shit. But gossip.
Gossip.
They didn't contribute anything but some disorganized notes that I could have wrote with my pinky toe.
My pinky toe. Does she have finger toes?
Now stop.
If she has finger toes, she could do it.
Sheila, go back wherever you came from and shut up about me and my mods. You apologized and apologized and apologized to me. I told you I accepted the apology, but I was not going to forget it. I have over what other people say to
Oh,
you.
there it is. There it is.
I told you to sit the fuck down.
Mm.
That wasn't me, but I can't say I disagreed with her. And Nina, she sure did. She left.
She left.
And then sent me.
See, this is what BJ sounds like, huh? With this accent. Huh? Hold on. Let me put this on. Isn't this what BJ sounds like? This is exactly what she sounds like right now. With me and my mods. Sound like she has shit in her mouth. and on the panel right now, she didn't have that thick accent. So she's like mimicking her like to the T. She's playing repeat. Crazy.
I'm done with it. They're gone from my team. I'm gone. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care who they are. I'm done. Once somebody leaves, I'm done. I don't kiss their ass. I don't beg them back. And that's what every one of these people who has left, that is their problem. Because they think that they are more important to the cause than they are. Nobody on the research team is more important than anybody else. Nobody on the mods is more important than anybody else. Everybody has their own strengths. Some more than others. But to bring the mods up and to bring Kristen up and about her being on Catfish, however long ago, like in the first or second season, what does that matter?
Yeah, I know. It looks like she don't give a fuck.
What does that have to do with
She
what
does
we
not
do?
give a fuck.
What does any of that have to do? And for Alexa Stewart to get on there and tell people to look up my mods and see what they can find on them, who are you? Every one of y'all over there in Geneva group, every one of y'all are crazy. Y'all thrive on drama. And y'all got the best of the bunch in there with y'all. All those idiots in the Gypsy case who still think that I care anything about them. They're all delusional. They say I'm harassing them. When have you heard me say anything about them? They say I'm following them. When have you seen me comment, react, or say anything about them?
Eric Thomas, UOU.
Why? Because I don't care about them. They're not important. The only place that they think that they're important to me is in their own simple minds. Because I don't care about any of them.
None of them. They are the ones who have followed me from every case to every town I've been in since I stopped looking into the Gypsy Rose case. They're the ones who follow me everywhere I go screaming, scammer, scammer. If I had done all the shit they claim I've done, I'd be in prison and would have been in prison. They're all idiots. And have y'all looked up their backgrounds? Abel John, you know, the big mouth that walks
Okay.
around all the time I keep getting screenshots about?
All right. I'm done. I'm done with that. So I'm going to give like a little palate cleanser. I don't know if anybody's familiar with a man named Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker, and I listen to him quite often. Um, Old stuff, new stuff. So I just wanted to share that on the closeout. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for being here. And thank you guys for bearing with me. And thank you, Sunflower. Thank you for everybody who's commented in the chat, who's watching in the bushes. And this is a safe place to land. This is not going to be where a place where people can come and, just, come at each other or dogpile, or, we're going to have etiquette here. A certain kind of etiquette. I'm sure there's going to be some F stuff that's going to try to creep in, but if we all just be like Wispy's chat, my sister from another Mr. Wispy, just keep it civil, keep it respectful, keep it, without, going below the belt, and we should be fine. And I thank you guys. So I'm going to play this guy out. Let me stop sharing this, and I'm going to share Eric Thomas. So it's called UOU is what, and he's a great, I think he's a wonderful uh, motivational speaker. So thank you guys for coming out. Okay. Let's see. Here. I want to make sure that it's full all the way up here. Here. There we go.
Previously from Eric Thomas. You walk out of this room, you owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. So what my father was in my life? The truth of the matter is, he ain't never come into my life. So what, I'm gonna wait for the rest of my life for my man to come? He ain't coming. I live in America. I'm an African-American male. They don't treat us the same. It's something called racism. I ain't gonna cry about it. It's probably gonna be racism to the day I die, but I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm still gonna be a millionaire. I'm still gonna be one of the top motivational speakers in the world. No, I didn't grow up on that side of the town. No, my mama don't have no network. No, I don't know a whole lot of people. No, I'm not at a country club. No, I don't play golf, and I don't plan on playing no time soon. No, I'm not a part of the country club. Nope, I'm not. I don't hang out with them, but I'm still going to be successful. I'm still going to get to where they are. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me.
And now the conclusion.
And for those of you, if you're going to legitimately get to 120%, you have to be in pain at 70. And the reason why you have not gone to the next level is because you don't have a problem with 60. You don't. There are those of you in this room, you're losing. You're coming up short. And it doesn't bother you. It doesn't hurt you. And you can't change what doesn't hurt. You have to get to, look, I was homeless. I was eating the trash cans, guys. But why was I doing it? Because it didn't bother me. It didn't hurt until I got to a point where I saw other kids going to college, other kids being happy and living their life. I'm like, why are you sleeping in abandoned buildings? I said, enough is enough. Enough is enough, E. When I had my son, my father was a high school dropout. My grandfather was. I didn't want that for my son. I said, enough is enough. I've gotten on the plane like, E, why you always got to sit in the back? E, why you always got to take 3 flights to get to one place? E, why you got to stay in that hotel? E, why you got to drive that car? E, why can't you afford? I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to be real with you. You can walk out of here if you want to saying you're going to go from 70 to 100. But if you're not sick and tired of 60, you're going to stay on 60.
Let's be real. Come on, I got one more before we go. Let's just be real. How many of you guys are at 60 or 70 and you want to be at 120, but 60 or 70 ain't really, you feel like you ain't gonna die if you stay at 60 or 70, raise your hand, be honest. I ain't gonna die. Hands down, right? And until you get to the point where you feel like you're going to die, you're never gonna get to 120. You gotta get to the point where it hurts. You gotta get to the point, guys. I told you it took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but can I tell you something? I don't say this all the time. I went to every graduation. The year I was supposed to graduate, I went to the graduation. And I went every year up to 12 years. And why I went every year up to 12 years? Because it hurt. And because I wanted it to hurt. And so I would go. 5th year I go. E, you ain't graduated yet? No. When you gonna graduate? Someday. The 6th year, my boys, E, what's up? You still here? Yep, what you doing here? I'm gonna graduate one day. The 8th year, E, what's up? My little sister graduated. You still here? Yep, I'm still here. What you doing here? I'm gonna graduate. The 10th year, E, my little cousin here now. What you still doing here? I'm gonna graduate. Every year would burn. But on that 12th year, I had enough. And I ended up getting my 4-year degree. And it felt so good to finally be in the number that I wanted to keep getting that feeling. This is what's so sweet about success. That as long as you stay in failure, that you get satisfied with that when you actually come over to success. It's the same thing. Like, you gotta have more and more and more of it. Just like when you're in poverty, you can keep doing it. When you become successful. So I went to master's degree. Then when I went with the PhD, we came out with an album. I wrote 3 books. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Now I'm at a point where I have this sensational desire for more success. So after I finish with the degree, now I start working out. I'm ready to hit this marathon. Now I got another book coming. Now I'm trying to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Now we're trying to do a reality show. I'm telling you, you would get from the dark side. Get from being a loser, low self-esteem, doubt, and fear. And if you can find your way on this side, guys, it's sweeter on this side. So I'm old school. This is how we used to do it back when my father and them, like that generation, when they would shake your hand. That was the contract back in the day. Some of y'all too young to know that. But if I say I'd see you tomorrow at 8 and we go like this, I would see you at 7:45 the next day. Or something bad had to happen and I didn't make it to you. So contract is something you can get out of. Covenant means when I tell you we're going to do it, is nothing. I'm going to be a man or a woman of my word. I made a covenant to myself, 120. And then I told y'all 2 years ago, I found out my wife had 7 legions on her brain. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I wasn't struggling when I found out. Why? Because I was 120. I wasn't struggling because I knew I was 120. I was 120 in motivation, so I was about to let her have it. We're in the hospital room. Sister girl about to start crying. Like, she's strong, so she ain't gonna never cry. It's gonna be those, that when you have them in here, but they don't never really, my girl's strong, so they right here. And I see her, like, she emotional, like, shoot, I got 7 legions on my brain. And I look at my girl and say, I can, I will, I must. Like, if you've ever seen that video before, that video didn't come from a book. That video came from me being in the room with my wife and seeing my wife going through it, looking at my wife and saying, we can, we will, and we must get through this. Because when you deal with an illness, it's just not the illness that's going to break you. It's your mental toughness, your mental strength. And I told my wife, we're going to get through this like we've gotten through everything else. I was 120. I didn't become ET when my wife got sick. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't know what's ahead of you. And that 70% you giving right now, a trial or a tribulation might come. A storm might be coming, and it's going to break you if you at 60. My wife has a chronic illness, and I looked at that chronic illness and said, you will not destroy us. You will not defeat us. This disease will make us stronger. It will not break us as a family. So we came home, the doctor gave her Copaxone. It was a long needle like this. And I asked the doctor, I'm like, yo, doc, like, how long we got to do this? She said, well, you're gonna have to do it every day. I said, every day for how long? She said, every day for the rest of her life. I said, I don't accept that. Listen to me, I'm about to close. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. 120, why I'm telling you to get 120. I looked at the doctor and was like, I don't accept that. I don't care what school you went to. I don't care how deep you are. I do not accept that my wife, I don't know how many of y'all like needles, but my wife don't. I do not accept the fact that she's gonna be doing this for the rest of her life. I do not. Went home, prayed about it, went home, looked at my wife and said, do it, but do not do it. But every time you do it, say, this is the last time. Whatever you do when you do it, do not embrace it. Whatever you do when you do it, do not say, this is going to be a part of my life because somebody told you it was going to be a part of your life. You need to start rejecting some of the stuff people are telling you. You need to stop embracing it. Just because they said it, it doesn't mean it's true for you. Just because you don't believe, just because you're going to be in poverty, just because your marriage ain't going to work out, just because your kids aren't going to be successful. I'm not owning that. That's not my life. 6 months later, I tell you no lies, 6 months later, FDA came out with a new hookup. It was the same medication, but now it was a little bit more in a smaller needle, and it was only three times a week. And the doctor was like, Eric, you should be happy. And I said, I am, but I still don't settle. I still don't accept that she's gonna be taking a needle 3 times for the rest of her life. And 2 years later, doing our homework, we found a Gelinium, a pill that you can take. I didn't accept what they told me. Stop accepting what people tell you, and you start speaking stuff into existence. I do not believe in a needle for the rest of her life, and it's not even my body, and I don't believe in it. Okay, women, watch this. And I ain't said this the whole time I've been here. This was the challenge with the needle. Like you feel me? So when you take a needle and you stick the needle in your body, it does what to your body? Bruises. So my girl can't wear shorts no more. So what's crazy is when you gotta do something every day, you can't do it in the same spot. So I'm watching my wife, okay, boom, and she gotta remember where she did it. So we go on 7 days. Okay, I did it here. All right, Eric, would I do it here or here yesterday? And all you see is these big bruises starting to, so now she not wearing, she can't wear the nice, topless, because she got the arm, you can see the bruises are starting to travel down. I'm like, I don't accept this. And I thought the 3 was going to be at least cool, but what happens when you take it once on Friday, then you don't take it again to Monday, it hurts even worse on Monday because you went Saturday and Sunday without it. And then when we got that pill, I was like, yep, got the pill. And the doctor was like, well, the reason why I didn't tell you about the pill is because it's expensive. And the insurance company's probably not going to pay for it. I was like, all right, let's try. You telling me they not? Can we try? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you're not even trying. You don't even try to do it. You've given up before you even tried. So she went to the insurance company. Insurance company came back and said it's denied. Cost too much. I was like, how much is too much? We're talking about my wife's health. They said $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. I was like, all right, cool. Let's try it one more time. We tried it one more time. They denied. I told my wife, my wife said, try a third time. Like, I ain't begging. If you want to try, you can try. I'm not begging. I went to the doctor and said, what pharmacy? Do I give you $10,000 a month or do I got to give y'all $120,000 a year? What if I wasn't doing 120? What if I was still giving 60% and I was working at a job that didn't even pay me $100,000 a year? My wife said, I know you're making good money, but that's an extra $10,000 a year. I said, don't even worry about it, sweetheart. I was working for Nike at the time. I was like, I'll charge them an extra $10,000 a year. I'm about to get my PhD. Don't worry about it. I'll charge Under Armour an extra $5. Maybe I'll charge Nike $5 more and Under Armour $5 more. But don't worry about it. It ain't going to come out of our pocket. You think when I told Nike I needed an extra $5-10 grand, you think Nike told me no? You think Nike going to find another dude to come in the hood and talk to these kids like I talked to them? What, you think they're going to call, you think about to come to the hood and talk to a group of kids? You think about to come to Detroit inner city and tell these kids, come on, who you gonna call? I craved out a whole calling for myself that don't nobody else have. Who you gonna call? You gonna call one of the other top 10 motivational speakers in the world and you think they about to come to this prison and talk? Giving 60%, you can't call Nike and charge Nike an extra $5. You can't call Under Armour and charge an extra $5 when you're giving 70. But when you're giving 120, I never knew my girl was gonna get sick. I never knew my girl was gonna need 120 grand and my son was gonna need $50,000 a year to go to college. That's 170. I never knew that. You giving 60, it's gonna cost somebody. You giving 70, it's gonna cost somebody one day. It might not cost them today, but somebody might get sick. Somebody might need something from you and you don't have it. Not because you don't have the potential to have it, but because you're giving 50%. I challenge you, Michael Jordan, execution is worship. I showed y'all something up there. Michael Jordan won 6 titles. He's a billionaire. He won 6 titles. There's about 7 other guys who won 5 titles. And they don't make the money Mike makes. Why? Because he won one more, execution. He was 120. Michael Phelps. I had Michael Phelps. My man Michael Phelps, this guy got 22 medals in the Olympics as a swimmer. He got caught smoking weed twice and they didn't kick him off the team. I'm like, you're not supposed to be like a swimmer in America and get caught smoking weed and still get to swim. Like, don't you supposed to get in trouble? Yeah, he is. But if you kick Mike off the team, what's the chances of bringing home a gold? You think the other dude, I don't even know his name. I'm from America. I don't even know the other swimmers' names. Only name I know is Michael Phelps. This ain't, everybody know, if you know anything about the Olympics, you know who this kid is. My man got caught smoking weed. It was like, stop it. Don't do it again. If he was given 70%, he'd have been off the team. But if you think about kicking him off, all you just, boosh, 120, 120, 120. They're like, all right, just stop doing it. My man got caught on YouTube doing it again. He didn't just get caught like in a room somewhere. He was on YouTube with his friends at the swimming pool like, hey. Oh, don't worry about it. They're not going to do nothing. You worried about why my boss treat me like this? Why do people treat me like that? Because you're not giving 120. If your boss knew he could lose you, if your boss knew you could go to the competitor's company and bring that competitor some money, he wouldn't. When you 120, they don't treat you a certain way. Eric, how do you feel in America? Look, I Delta Airlines, I'm diamond status. When I walk up, they don't even know what color. I'm diamond. If I call and say I need to change my flight, they know how much money I spend. They're like, he's diamond. Ask C will go with me. They're like, we can only do 1 bag. I'm like, I'm diamond. How many bags do you have? Come, bring us all your bags. Diamond status. Are you diamond status? And if you're not diamond status, you need to get there. Execution, guys. Write this down. Execution is worshiped. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. Execution is worship. You get away with a lot of stuff when you start executing. So I want you to think about an area of your life. You say you're giving 70%, but I want you to think specifically about an area of your life. Area of your life where you're not executing. And then I need you to just put a 7-day plan together and a 21-day plan together. And you say, Eric, in the next 7 days, this is where I'm going to execute. In the next 21 days, this is where I'm going to execute. And in the next 30 days, this is where I'm going to execute, where I wasn't executing before. And I'm telling you, if you execute, you're going to be on a whole nother level.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Flight Assessment 2.0. Look.
Okay, guys. Well, see you guys later. Thank you guys for showing up and just spending some time here. I appreciate it. And I want you guys to have a great rest of your day. And hopefully the next stream will go a lot smoother because I think I'm going to learn how to set it all up. So you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you out there on the YouTube streets. Make sure you put your boots on, strap them up because there's a lot of shit out there on the YouTube streets. But this is a safe place to land, like I said. So you guys are more than welcome to come back. And I'm going to try to go live a lot more often. So if you guys have any ideas, put them in the comments in the chat. And I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Welcome to the channel, infamous and proud. I'm bringing all the truth, gotta shout it loud. In a world full of shadows, we shine bright. Created in a space where we unite and ignite. Designed to be different, that's our aim. No judgment here, we're all the same. Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun. Bad actors, take a seat. We call out the lies. Productive vibes, only watch us rise. Awareness we raise, got our eyes on the prize. Respectful opinions, let's be wise. In this digital jungle, we stand tall. Mindful of each other, respect is our call. Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun. So come along and share your truth. In this community, we'll find our youth. Yo! Infamous truth teller, we keep it real. A safe place to land, that's the deal. Join the movement, let's rise as one. In this journey together, we've only begun.
Okay, okay, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a great day.